Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Pull up a chair and join us in the alcove here with episode 25 of our homebrewed 5th edition D&D campaign.
We're a pack of beats. No, wait, that was
Shut
Apologies
up.
for the delayed start, but we're all here now and we're good
You
to
can
go.
rent a car.
It's true.
You have to be 25 to rent a car, right?
No, you can rent a car
21.
before that.
Yeah,
but
21.
You just pay more.
Oh, that's
you
true.
can rent
yeah.
a car for a cheaper rate.
Yeah.
As always, before we start, we have a handful of quick announcements to get through. We go live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and our WODs are uploaded to YouTube every Friday.
Or 8:50.
I already apologize for the slow start today, it's fine. We also do reruns on our Twitch channel every Thursday morning and Monday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. Give us a follow down below to get a notification whenever we're about to go live. While you're checking out the follow button below, be sure to also check out our social media accounts, our Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, for all the latest news and schedule updates, as well as awesome character art, profiles, and other fun things. Also, a big shout out to
I'm
Syrinscape,
getting it ready.
because epic games need epic sound. Syrinscape is a digital tool with a collection of amazing sound sets and music that we use to improve the ambiance of our game and stream. If you're looking for a way to improve the immersion at your RPG table, go check them out at Syrinscape.com. Alright, that's everything. You guys ready to get started?
Okay.
Has Syrinscape reached out to us yet?
No?
Okay.
Why would they?
Well,
They saw this thing.
yeah, they're like, that's pretty cool.
Maybe one day we'll do a compilation from all the videos.
Yeah.
That would be pretty
Over
funny.
and over.
Hang on, we can put it to the tune of some music from Syrinscape.com.
You guys.
Anyways. Alright, that's all the announcements. So, let's begin the Chaoslands.
That's what a thunderstorm sounds like. Turning on an
What was that other
HVAC.
sound of it? I forgot what that was for.
Remember now. That's how
Definitely
stupid
not
shit's
the right
happening.
song.
I like that
It
one
was a
though.
separate game that we played.
This sounds like Minecraft. This is Minecraft.
It's not. So, after a long day attending the Ward 3 reopening gala at the Mushroom Lounge, which ended in a confrontation between the Iron Will and one Ezekiel Miralar, the leader of the perfectly legitimate business known as the Gold Mandalas, you returned to the Golden Anvil, the blacksmithy that you had commandeered, beaten, battered, and bruised, and collapsed into a restful night's sleep. Restful for all of you, but a little more eventful for some of you.
Oh, yes.
Faced with a number of choices, you spent a solid portion of the next morning trying to figure out where you'd be headed next, as well as wrapping up some loose ends in Ward 3 before heading out. The big one cleaned up the Golden Anvil and packed up all of your belongings, including the repurposed repulsor cylinder that he had spent the past little while working on. Timon visited his uncle's forge alongside Arkmir to sell some of the weapons that you had looted off of the Silent Razors and just gathered in your adventure so far, as well as find a place to stash some of the leftover parts of the device. In the process, agreeing to do Torgan a favor and deliver a package of newly forged weapons to Klenko's curated collection of curiosities and contraptions in Ward 1.
Oh yeah, we gotta go there.
Yeah. Lots to do there.
And Calclear and Astra went off to procure some odds and ends, such as healing potions, love potions, rope, a grappling hook, and a bag of flour.
The essentials. Expired flour.
An expired bag of flour. Regrouping near Blacksmith Row and leaving the Golden Anvil behind. Where are you all headed?
Back to the Golden Anvil.
Yeah.
You turn around and look up the street. The Blacksmith Row is fairly not crowded at this time, though it's hard to tell what time it is because everything is underground and the lighting has been fairly dim since power was restored to Ward 3.
So I think this would just be us all coming back together, right?
Yep.
Let me just make sure.
I can't believe that my uncle only took like 200 gold pieces for that massive egg of a gem. I thought it was going to be more. Would I know if that gem was worth more than 200? Can I
Because you're a
tell
dwarf, you
what
might.
type of gem it was?
Roll a... Let's just go with straight up, like, intelligence check.
Intelligence.
I'll give you advantage because you're a dwarf. And you have like stone sense things.
I do. Actually do.
Stones and gems.
I'll take that 12. Thank you very much. Intelligence check. So
Just add your
my
intelligence, yeah.
Intelligence proficiency at all?
No.
No. 12.
Zero.
Not really. Like
No?
to be honest, you hadn't really seen the gem, like a gem of that size, and especially cut and polished the way that it was. You had no idea what its purpose could even be, or like why it was within the mech that you'd gotten it from.
I don't know what it was, but it was so big. I thought it was more expensive.
To be honest, I don't really know gems, but yeah, you're right. Your uncle doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ivan's uncle's stupid.
Should I take that as an answer?
Hey everyone.
Hello.
How was your time at your uncle's?
It was fine.
Yeah.
Got rid of some leftover equipment we had.
Try to poke his brain. That Hezerick. Yeah.
See what I got? Grappling hook. Impressed.
Very nice. Now
We can grapple Hezerick with that.
He starts running.
You never know. You never know.
Get over
have you used that before, Lass?
No, can't you? Can you tell?
It's also probably like 18
I mean,
times
give it
the
a
size
go.
of that.
What do you want? What should I try?
How about that wool?
And like climb up it?
Aye,
Okay.
I know.
All right. Yeah. Let's try it. I'm gonna go over to the wall and let it go and try to.
This is
Make
where
that
Astra
sleight of
dies.
hand check.
Oh
Sleight
gosh, he's
of-
gonna come
what?
back down.
Sleight of hand.
Take 8 points of
Well,
bludgeoning.
that's a -1. 17.
You spin it a little bit and you flick it up.
Also, like, didn't roll that dice. doesn't
It
it?
catches onto the ledge and give it a little bit of a tug and it's pretty like it seems like it's up there.
I did it.
Go for it.
I'm a natural.
Very impressive. Now climb.
Okay.
Pure pressure.
Right.
Good. Do it.
Okay. Do I make like a strength check?
Make an athletics check.
Athletics. Okay. Athletics is.
You can do it, Lass.
All right. Well.
18.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with heights. I'm always in the tower. It's more just my strength.
Oh.
19. I'm like.
You don't know what it is, but you manage to one hand over the other, fairly decently make your way up this wall of a random shop on Blacksmith Row.
As Astra's climbing up, turn back to Calthir's. As I was saying. Now she's gone. It's Thorgan, right?
Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have any information on Hezrak, but he did have. I did find out is he was creating a weapon for a big one. This might interest you as well. For Lord.
Hey guys. Didn't know I was there.
Oh, I assumed you're here.
Yeah.
But for Lord Constantine.
Do I know a Lord Constantine?
Make a history check.
Very
I would've-
impressive, Lass. Very impressive. Now come back down.
Thank you. Okay.
17.
But I'm gonna just have a look around.
As you climbed up, you arrived on the top of this rooftop of it's not really a smithy particularly, it's more like a warehouse. There's stuff that's been stored here, like raw materials and stuff. You climb up to the roof and make an investigation check.
I rolled 17 on history.
You've never heard of Lord Constantine in your life. Well, I mean,
20?
you
Well,
all have heard of him in the
Yeah.
context of
Yeah.
that, but
24.
oh, nice. As you look around, you can see, like, near one of the corners of the warehouse, there's telltale signs of somebody having climbed up here. There's, like, loose shingles and, like, footsteps almost. Like you can clearly see that somebody has run across this before. Not
probably
small
just his
footsteps
niece.
either, like
Probably.
large footsteps.
Oh,
Like
not
enough
your
to
niece.
break
Well,
the
actually, maybe your niece. Dwarf's got big
Probably,
feet.
Is it like Krampus type footsteps?
What?
Krampus?
Make an animal handling check. Or a survival check. Make a survival check.
And
Make a survival check.
are we making
Survival.
Krampus canon?
What was it? Animal hand?
Survival.
Survival. Okay.
Sure,
Well, I rolled a
natural
nat 20.
Oh,
shit.
21. What is happening?
It rolls around point.
Ah, yes, roll them all now.
That's
when we
So what you can
finding out if it's Krampus and climbing a rope.
it's a combination of how far away the footprints or like the broken shingles are, combined with some of the scratch marks on them. Look almost like they were dug out by like talons of sorts.
Oh.
And you can see that there's like a couple here, and as you look around, you see a couple on a different like rooftop as well.
Do I see any like nest material
No,
on any of the roofs around me that I can see?
not from what you can see.
Okay. Apart from
But they
that,
were large, like looking at it from the perspective of, oh, these are talons. A single talon must have ripped out or like a single claw might have ripped out the entire like shingle on the top here.
So we're
Whoa.
talking raptors.
We're talking like
You said
big, yeah.
raptors.
Like dragon teeth.
dragons? Timon,
Yes,
There's-
Lars.
there's giant footprints up here.
Do you want me to come up there?
Yeah, come look.
All right.
Make an athletics check.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I'm fine.
you make your way up.
Okay. I'm here, Lars.
Look.
It's at this point that you hear a voice coming from down below. Hey, what's going on up there?
Just a minute. Do you see those?
Oh, let me go see.
You look and you can see there's spots on one corner of the rooftop where the shingles have been clearly like ripped out and they're just kind of tossed aside or cracked in pieces. As she points out, you can look across to a couple of the other rooftops. There's definitely similar markings there.
What kind of beast make these marks?
I don't know. Probably Krampus.
What's Krampus?
It was something I read about in one of my books back in the tower. But I don't know. It kind of looks like there's talons.
Alright, let's...
A big bird, like a big yellow bird.
As you guys are talking, a figure comes out from around the warehouse. Tall-ish dwarf. Pale, white, pale skin. A little bit sallow in the face, a little bit like thin, decrepit. Old as well, like graying beard, tied up into like a single braid, bald, like looks out at you all. Oi, what the f***'s going on up there?
Oh, sorry, brother. We saw something weird up here and we came to investigate, but we're coming down.
And I was practicing my new grappling hook, which I did not just pick up and I left it where it is so we can get back down.
Come in.
What are y'all doing here? This is our private property.
Oh,
Well,
weird.
are you aware that there are, like, huge animal marks on your roof?
No, but now there's probably also huge dwarf marks and huge whatever you are marks.
How dare
We're
you.
not running up there. Did you hear us running up there? No.
Did you say huge?
I heard
My
loud
feet
noises.
Are not huge.
Where are you all climbing over my house?
I didn't realize this was your house. We saw some weird things from down here and we went out to investigate and we're like, whoa, those are big bird feet.
Perception check.
It's not really alive.
You don't see anything weird up there. It's clearly alive.
14.
Can I help?
Sure, you can help.
Yeah, roll advantage.
I think I'm starting to lose it though.
Go for it.
That one.
Okay, what was this? 19.
You should come and ask first.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Sorry, brother. No harm done. No harm
I
done.
got really excited about my new grappling hook. Wanted to go investigate.
Take it last. Let's go.
Won't happen again.
What's your name?
My name's Snad.
Snad?
Snad.
It's a lovely name.
Make a deception.
He just looks at you all. He'd almost turn around to like leave in a huff and he looks at you all.
What do you do, Snad?
I run this here warehouse. They bring stuff over from Gearfist Terminal, store it here.
Oh wow, that's
Oh.
fascinating.
What kind of goods?
He's thinking about it.
No, he's just looking back and forth. We're in Blacksmith Row. Like ore and metals and stuff.
I
That
suppose
adds
that
up.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Flux sometimes.
Wow. You must have such an interesting, like, day-to-day life. Stuff you must see.
No.
I don't know.
Snad, do you know the old fellow that used to run the Golden Anvil, Delrock? Was he
Haven't
one
seen him
of-
in a while, but yeah, he used to come by.
Do you know where he went? We're looking for him.
Not really. There's a couple of deliveries here for him, though.
Oh. Have they been sitting there for long?
Yeah,
What would you say, like a week, 2 weeks?
yeah.
When was he supposed to come and get them?
About a week or 2 weeks ago.
We could pick them up for him.
You're like, hi, I'm Arkmir.
How do you know him? Do you know where he's gone? Is he going to be coming to pick up these packages?
What I've heard, he might be a little bit busy in Ward 5 right now, but might be able to help, lend a hand.
Always trying to make deals and sell things. Hate all of these blacksmiths.
You don't like the blacksmiths. What's wrong with the blacksmiths? It's a noble profession.
They come in every day and they only work when they feel like it. They don't work every day like I do. I put in a hard day's worth of labor every day with all these shipments and organizing them and making them available, and they never so much as give me a thank yous.
Well, I guess this people in Schema's a bit rude. Have you ever been to Cornhole?
No.
People are nicer in Cornwall. Thank you very much for your time, Snad. You have a great day.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Persuasion.
Who? Both of us?
One of you do it with advantage.
Sure.
Persuading him to have a nice day.
Have a nice day, I suppose.
Ow.
Alright, 16 and 17 for for persuasion of 19.
Ooh.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you apologize for climbing up on my rooftop too, so thanks for that. I appreciate you.
Well met.
Did we just become best friends?
No.
Too far. Too far.
Straightforward.
It's okay.
Last, don't push it.
I
Let's
know.
go.
Okay. Bye, buddy.
I thought, weren't you going to pick up?
Oh, Arkmir?
Lead the way, sir.
He like leads you to the back, and what you find, he leads you to the back and into almost like a back entrance of the warehouse. The front like doors are almost like bolted down. Seems like they're rusty and almost never opened. As you go to the back, you make your way into this very dark, very musty smelling like warehouse. There's boxes everywhere. There's no sense of organization. There's tarps covering things. There's like a dead rat in one corner. It looks terrible. But he eventually like looks through, like lifts over a couple of tarps, eventually finding one. And says, yeah, this there is the one, and he points towards like one really long canister, almost like 6 feet tall, roughly, and then a box that's with it.
the tarp's already pulled off here?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah. There's 2 boxes.
Okay.
I'll help
Then
with the
go ahead.
cylinder.
Yep.
It's not a cylinder. They're both boxes. There's just one really tall box,
Oh,
like narrow, tall box, and then one that's like.
I thought you said the canister. I interpreted that.
Before we
as a
go and
cylinder.
like move them, I just want to actually inspect what's
Make an
inside.
investigation check.
Perfect. 13.
They look like boxes. Unless
Unless
you want to open the boxes, you can't you shake them around. The one that's like squatter and shorter
Yeah.
is very heavy, very very heavy. Like you have to almost drag it.
Oh,
you
I want to
lift it.
like pop it open.
Oh, you're
It's
popping it open.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh, this looks like a box.
Definitely a box.
As you pop the larger one open, you look inside. It's filled with like a lot of padding. It like ruffled through some of the like dried mulch and sand that's been kind of poured in. You find inside ingots.
Okay. Like iron ingots.
They are not a material that you recognize. They are a material that looks vaguely similar to the longsword that you had.
Right.
Vaguely.
I'm gonna just take out an ingot here and toss it to Timon. Like, you recognize this?
I have seen this before.
Yeah. Looks like your little friend here. Wonder what Deldrak was up to here.
I wonder.
Maybe just hold on to one of these as a sample.
Yeah. The entire box would be way too heavy for you all to move.
Yeah. So I'm gonna we'll each grab a ingot here, but close it. And what's the other box have?
The other box is sealed, and as you pop it open, inside of it, you see almost like you lift it from the top, and you're trying to figure out. It's fairly light. You're trying to figure out from either end how it opens, what it is. You can't find an easy way to open it, so you kind of crack open one of the sides. As you're doing it, the things inside almost falls out, and you make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Second saves. It's just adding my dexterity save, right? Oh yeah, 17.
Okay. You catch it, and it was wrapped in fairly dense cloth, so it's fine. It's pretty long. It's wrapped long piece of
Something.
feels like wood.
Long wood.
Also, a scrap a parchment falls out from it and flutters off to the side, which you notice.
Of course, yeah. Facing another direction.
Are you even inside the shop? Or
Yeah,
just
I didn't
outside?
go in, so I'm not there.
He's outside the
Yeah.
shop.
Wait a minute.
Arkmir, I think you drove something.
I heard it.
Are you just pointing at it, or?
I actually don't think I'm inside.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have gotten in.
Or do we notice it, or? Okay. Well,
Neither of us? Nope.
can I just unwrap this wooden thing?
As you unwrap it, looks like a staff of some sort. And at the end, there's almost a little bit of a empty slot. It looks unfinished in many ways. There's a top of the wood kind of curls around and gnarls, but there's nothing on the top. There's carvings all along it, almost in lines that are unfilled. There's the handle, you can see there's almost a spot for it to be filled. It's very much incomplete.
Are the carvings are they characters, or are they?
Yes, they are.
If only we had someone who could read them. I'm gonna I'll wrap up the wooden staff, but I'm gonna take that with us here. What's the guy's name? Snad?
Snod?
Nah.
Snad?
What was it?
Snad.
Oh, not Snod.
Snad. should be able to take care of this box. We're gonna have to come back for this larger one. It's way too heavy for us right now, but thank you for helping us out here. We'll get this out of your way soon. Great job with organizing the place.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's really come here for about a week or so.
Well, thank you for the service that you rendered to this community.
You're very welcome. Now get out.
What is that? I don't know, but it reminds me of Calthier's staff, so I'm hoping you might have an idea.
As you're leaving, you hear a voice from the back with just shouting, "Hey, you guys dropped something!" Holding up a piece of paper.
Oh,
What a guy.
thank you. Run back.
It's over. Hands it to you.
Thanks, Nat. And start. Take a look.
Can you read Celestial?
No. This is the
Again.
first time. I can as well.
You look at it and you do not recognize the
You
room.
wanna-
We don't need master's help.
Can you read it?
No, I can't read it. Can you read?
You're dead to me.
Nah.
This is funny. This is the same thing that
To be fair, I don't know if
journal
he
was
knows.
written in.
No.
It's similar characters, but it's a very different handwriting.
Right.
If only there was somebody that could read.
Well, bring the staff to Calthier, so maybe you can help.
I'm fucking leaving this group. Where I'm more appreciated.
You make your way back out and meet up with. Meanwhile, what were the three of you doing outside?
So, I'll just. When we were out, I tried to find a shop that sold potions. We did come across one, a new shop, Esme's. They didn't have too many useful potions, I feel, but I did manage to get some health potions, which I think would be great for the group. I'm not sure if. Did you have any from before?
I have one. So
You have one.
yeah,
And you
I have
had two, and somebody else had.
I
I
think I
don't
have
think
two.
he has any.
Okay.
So we need to give him one for sure.
So I was able to pick a few up, so I wanted to make sure we give some of those out.
Perfect.
So here, have one, and I hand you a potion and the 100 gold that you gave me back. I wasn't able to find anything else, so...
Oh, you didn't pay for any of this yourself, did you?
Yes, I bought the potions.
Oh, did you need the...
No, that's okay. I wasn't able to find anything else, so I feel you should have your money back.
Did you want to keep the potion then?
No, that's okay. I think
It's very nice of you.
it'd be good for Tymond to have some as well, I think.
Did I hear
Did
my
you find
name?
something interesting with my 100 gold?
I did not, actually. Wow, you're back so soon. I thought it was just
Oh, we're not.
the big one and I.
That was only like 15 minutes off your death contract. You're probably fine.
Oh, these time things keep coming up.
When they get
We're
back
not
from
there
Chris just walked in again. Like,
outside, I'll make sure to give that
This
back
was
to
the
them.
meanwhile.
What was the scene in the last campaign? Where it's like we're in that tower. where
Oh, the fucking tower was trippy as fuck.
yeah.
going through
Anyways,
like
we're not there.
Yeah.
Yet.
So I will
Yes.
subtract that.
what is that gift? I think it's Homer Simpson where, or no, it's
When he
the
spins
grandpa,
around, pulling
yeah,
on the hat.
and then walks right back out. That was basically you guys.
Perhaps,
This is just me.
perhaps as we're passing through some of the other wards, we'll find some places that could make better use of your money.
If I remember correctly, I believe we need to stop at. Arkmir mentioned that he picked up some things from Timon's uncles to go to Clanko, so perhaps, I know he doesn't deal with potions or anything like that, but perhaps we can find something we can all use.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna need to, because look what I got.
Oh, what is it?
It's a bag of flour.
It seems, you know what, it's perfect. Yeah.
After another few minutes of waiting, the Arkmir and Timon make their way out, and they're carrying this. Arkmir's carrying this long staff. As the light from outside, inside was mostly dark. The light from outside hits it. don't recognize the wood either, to be honest. It's much darker than any tree that you might have seen, but it has like flecks of white in it almost. Like white striations in parts.
Only we had a wizard.
That was an interesting little package of goodies there.
Hi, I found this. Well, we found this ingot.
Oh.
Remind me what the material was like again. Was this the dark
It's like
cobaltish?
Yeah.
dark cobaltish with
like a sheen of red.
a sheen of red, reddish, powdery like flecks in it.
Just gonna pull
And
out
I
the sword
haven't seen
here as
anything
well.
like this.
No, I think you
Definitely
rolled
wouldn't
last
use
time.
it, but
Pulling a Galar's
Oh,
sword to come
Harlan,
against
what
it.
is this?
That's the material that my uncle was crafting the sword in.
Oh.
Pull out the
Wow.
flower again.
What if we put it in the flower?
This looks like it's
wasn't-
very unique.
But he wasn't forging a sword in that, but
No?
was he?
Wait,
I
who?
don't think so.
No, the sword you said that he was making
This is-
for the dude was just a big iron one.
Yeah, the Lord Constantine one wasn't. It was
Like a
lot.
big iron
It was
one.
like a
Yeah.
huge sword with like kind of like this.
Groove
Yeah,
dug
groove
down,
the
dug
groove,
down,
yeah.
all
Yeah.
down all the way through.
But this one was like Galar's.
It's the
sword.
material of
Galar's sword.
Galaran.
That's what I meant,
Galar's
Bell.
Yeah.
Is the shield also the same material or no?
No,
Okay.
The pistol and the
the
sword.
pistol and the sword.
It's a very unique metal.
So Eldrak has a huge, well, fairly large box full of these.
Is there
It was
anything you got that would maybe indicate where he may have gone?
no,
Not.
it's not. Didn't know anything.
Do the ingots have like a stamp or anything? Like a.
Nope.
There's ingot shape.
Perhaps we will make a note of that in case we need to forge something using this material. We can come back here once we know Arkmir is safe.
Aye.
And
It's a strange material.
It's very unique.
And that sword and that. Was Deldrak working with Galaran, the Razors, as well as maybe working for Mirror?
I feel like a
May
lot
have
of
been
people on
playing
Blacksmith
both
Row
sides.
were, unfortunately.
he may have been playing both sides, and Mirror did not. Well, maybe
I
Mirror is not
don't
telling
know.
us everything about Deldrak.
Mm.
Or maybe he didn't know, or he found out, and that's why, like, no, Deldrak went. I mean,
There's more to this.
yeah, there might be. I'll keep this for now.
Also, Caldia, this looks like your staff. Have you seen anything like this before?
It actually doesn't look like my
okay.
my weapon, but I can take a look.
He has like a giant glaive.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I'm just seeing a long line,
Yeah,
so I was
exactly.
like, oh,
Yeah, it's a long wood thing. Yeah.
Does that wood look familiar to me?
Make a history check. Or a nature check.
History or nature? Same. Doesn't matter.
There's also this parchment that came. Well,
Nope. Never seen it.
came along with
7.
it, but Astro, do you happen to know what this
Yes.
says?
Of course, yes.
Oh, Astra, can you read that?
I can read all writing.
Oh, I think
You guys
Kalthir
know
can
this?
also read it.
No, don't take
You
it
shouldn't
away
have
from
told
me.
us in like episode 2 that your overall like character perk is that you can read all writings. So we're
I'm
just gonna abuse that
proud
so
of
Can
much.
we say that I gave her a page that was just me scribbling?
like, oh yes, it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, but I actually give you the parchment.
Oh yes, this is very interesting, you guys. Deep secrets here.
It kind of looks like similar to the writing that I saw in Mirror's journal.
Did you show that to any of us?
Not at
Okay.
that time, dude. I think I
Yeah.
just took a glance at it. and was like,
Yeah,
These
that's what I
characters
thought.
look familiar to me.
We
Do
were
we
on the
know
run,
what
so
Or
language
style.
that was?
he doesn't. He just knew he couldn't read it. We as players knew it was Celestial, I think,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah.
he didn't.
I forget
I
if
think you
Mirror
found
mentioned
other
it.
things that were written in Celestial.
Yeah.
So you just assumed that that was also written in Celestial.
Yeah.
So it looked like
Alright, that's
this.
true.
So it was celestial.
If you say so.
It is. Stop doubting me, you guys.
Well, what's it say?
Well,
technically you can read all languages. You don't know what those languages are.
Sure.
You're
You're making
magic.
I speak Celestial too.
Oh yes, if you actually know Celestial,
I don't.
then this is actually
I don't believe anything she says.
this is going
now.
to be very interesting. That, do you also speak Elvish?
No. But I can read.
You can read it.
Fuck you. You can?
I know Celestial and Elvish. I'm
He's an elf.
So you can see that the writing.
I
like,
know Elvish.
it's
Would
written
Logs
in-
didn't help?
No.
No, okay.
It's
making
written
sure. One
in
day.
the Celestial character set,
Okay.
but the words themselves are Elvish. But because you can read anything, you can read it, but
Damn right I can.
you don't, like, you know what it means, but it immediately strikes you as odd. Like, why is this written in 2 languages?
Encryption.
Okay.
Speak, friend, and enter.
Yeah.
It is essentially a letter.
It's a letter.
What does
It
it
is,
say,
it
Logs?
is addressed to Mr. Deldrock Mountainsmith.
Dear Mr. Deldrock,
Mountains.
Smith? What?
I hope Mountainsmith. I believe that was his last name.
Dear Diary.
And it says something along the lines of, I hope this message finds you well. Here is the delivery in payment for the order that has been placed. Please proceed to work on the construction and the reinforcing of the staff with the material provided. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Tisha Trasandaral.
Who?
Tisha, Tisha, Trasandaral.
TR.
ASAN.
There's a lot of A's.
Yep.
DORAL.
Letitia?
Trasandaral. Ah, yes.
You guys, the letter says,
Transcend.
Dear Deldrock,
I'm just gonna put Tisha T.
I hope this letter finds you in good health.
No,
Something, something, something.
you're already so wrong.
That was your wife. That was my wife. You decided.
Stop.
That was my wife who
Yeah.
decided to bone.
Yeah, that's a Hamilton reference.
Yeah.
I was close.
But-
Says, dear Mr. Deldrock, sir. Roughly translated. It is a dual language thing, which is a little bit weird, but I can still read it, so it's okay. Dear Mr. Deldrock, sir, here's some money. And for the equipment to work on the staff. There's some equipment in the boxes, and if you need any
It says,
help,
please keep the remainder of materials, but keep their origin and source hush hush.
tell no one.
It probably says that. Yeah, that's about it.
Here's all the equipment you need for the staff. Don't tell anybody. But if you need any help, you can talk to Tisha Transoldar.
Trasandaral.
It's probably
Trasandaral.
signed Tisha Trasandaral. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions.
Oh,
Tisha
find
Trasandaral.
Tisha.
Interesting.
Interesting. Who's Tisha?
That might explain the state of this staff.
Also, what's the staff for? Seems like a pretty important staff if it's using that material.
Yeah. Well, the amount that they sent, it looks like
Mm.
someone wanted something special, and maybe Deldrock was in charge of actually building it.
Do you guys want me to read it again?
That's okay.
Oh, before I forget, Arkmir, here's your 100 gold back. I wasn't actually able to find anything that useful other than some of these health potions. Speaking of which, Timon, I feel like you could make good use of these, given you like to typically fight up close and personal. And I hand you 2 health potions.
Oh, that's great.
Arkmir,
What?
make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Something about Tisha.
Tisha. Saving throw intelligence? Oh boy.
He's about to be feeble-minded.
Yeah.
And he just starts staring into a
I
mirror.
rolled outside of this.
Ooh.
Not 20.
Oh, damn.
25.
Something starts to click in your mind.
Click.
This delivery, it wouldn't make sense for Deldrock to leave it behind if he was in debt. This
Oh,
this
no.
box of ingots could probably
Be worth a lot.
easily repay his debt. And yours.
Take it. Oh.
What's actually interesting is Thorgan mentioned that this type of metal could be worth quite a bit.
Why? It was quite rare.
It's interesting.
The one thing that you know is that nobody in Schema seems to know what it is. The big one doesn't know what it is. And the other thing that you know is that artificers like to know everything.
Not me, but our people.
And it's interesting that Daldrak would have left this behind when obviously he needed to pay a debt to Miralar. This could be useful for us. Miralar like this, but
They
That might suggest that Deldrock's in danger.
or dead.
Or, oh, yes.
We might not be getting the entire story from Miralar either. He told us that Deldrock owed him a lot of money, which maybe is true. But if it was as simple as that, and he had this in his possession, why not just sell it and pay off or trade it to Ezekiel?
exactly.
Maybe Ezekiel doesn't know anymore, and there's more to it. He assumed that he fled because he owed him money, which means Ezekiel might not know about this.
Of like, if Deldrock was making weapons for Galerin, anyone else along
maybe.
the side, then could have been the reason why he couldn't go to Miralar with this.
Could be.
Well, I don't like to deal in illegal things, but perhaps we keep this here as a safety deposit should we find ourselves almost dead and in need of 2,000 gold again.
We should be fine. We have 2 ingots among Timon and I.
Maybe
We'll
keep
hold
them a
on to.
little concealed for now.
Oh, mine is in my bag.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How do we conceal this stuff?
Well, I have the wrapping.
Yeah, just wrap it up. Like,
Yeah.
give you a cloth or something you can wrap and put in
It's
your
I still have
backpack.
the original wrapping.
Where are we going to put this?
Take it with us for now and perhaps
Carry
leave it
it
at my
around?
shop.
Like anyone's gonna question the weapon on our backs. I mean,
No.
you have
Oh, are
your
you two
toy,
referring to the staff?
No, we all got weapons. Alright.
Before we mosey off, I have something for you guys.
Is it the expired flower again?
No, I would never get rid of that.
Oh.
Trust me.
Oh no.
Way too important.
Not important enough for a gift to your friends, apparently.
No, but you're gonna like this. And I give them each a little pouch.
Oh god.
I got these from Esme. I'm now her influencer. So what you do is you put them on a flame or in the fire, and it makes it stink. Stink nice, apparently.
Oh.
What is this smelling?
Don't smell of anything right now.
You have
does
to
it
put
look
it on
like?
the fire.
They're different colored powders, essentially.
Oh, interesting.
You'll have to let me know what you think, because I have to report back to Esme, maybe. But did you just snort?
How many pouches do you have?
5, so I still have one.
So each of you has one.
Mm-hmm.
Can each of you roll a d20 for me?
Oh, to which ones
we get our type.
Me too.
Yeah.
12.
17.
Ooh.
9.
14.
4.
All of your pouches smell of nothing.
Okay.
Let's
Until
try,
we
to
use
see
Oh.
let's try to see if we got a sneaky one.
Yeah.
Like
the
a
rare
1 or a
one.
20
Yeah.
would have been ridiculous.
So fire.
Yeah.
Right, lass?
Yeah, like if you ever want to have like, I don't know, like a romantic night or something with like a lady friend, and you want it to stink, you just throw it on the fire or on the flame, and it makes the room stink.
I don't know if stinking is. I mean, I've definitely not had experience in that department.
Like,
But,
what do you know? This?
but
Nice.
stinking doesn't normally do well.
I mean, it's a nice stink though. Like she had it going in the
So
store.
why do we keep? Can
Guys,
we not
guys.
say it smells, not it stinks? I think the better way of saying it. Oh,
I tried to get a stink bomb.
Is it a
I
stink
tried to
bomb?
get a stink bomb.
Oh, I heard those are
Unfortunately
pretty
not.
funny.
I know. I
Is
really
that what
want-
this is?
That's what I tried.
Playing it.
Just falls
You
to
just
the
threw
ground.
the present on the ground.
I thought it. Oh,
No, no.
It's still wrapped in like a bag.
We gotta light it.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you have to
okay.
light it.
Okay.
So it'll make it stink nice.
That smells nice.
Smell nice.
There you go.
Sorry. Man, Misty, do you actually like inspect the stuff? And you didn't...
I didn't. So
You're
I
not
just
short
looked at the
rested
wood.
in
Did
that.
you like? Because it was wrapped, right?
okay.
Did you
Well,
like
I
unwrap
unwrapped
it all?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
unwrapped it. It was like,
So I don't know the wood, but you said there was markings on it.
There.
Do I recognize them?
Make an Arcana check.
Give this dice a go because the
is
other
it
one's
oxygen?
Arcana.
There, you can make an Arcana check though, because you are familiar with like runes and stuff.
We're all huddling around
17.
this.
24. 22, sorry.
They are arcane sigils used in ritual casting of spells sometimes. With the 24, you can tell that their school of magic that would usually be associated with this type of sigil is conjuration.
Oh, interesting. This definitely is some form of an arcane staff used in conjuration somehow.
Pretty common for staffs like this to have those types of markings on them. Though this looks quite unfinished. I don't think it probably holds any magical properties yet.
I mean, the letter that the last read said that it was meant to be finished, right?
Do you want me to read it again?
No.
You mentioned it looked like it had a spot, like there was a socket or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Gandalf stuff.
Like at the top, there's like this part where the wood almost like curls together and forms like an opening where something like a stone or something could rest. The tips of the wood at the edges are pure wood.
Almost like a
That's
big
really
blue gem could go up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Say that again?
If only we had a big blue gem.
Something like that, perhaps.
Uncle.
So I believe now you all should have 2 health potions, correct?
I
Affirmative.
do actually, yes.
Correcto.
Yeah,
Do you have some?
I don't, but
Do you
I
want
mean-
one?
Do you want one?
no. I mean, I typically use my gifts to heal, so I'm.
That is true. That black thing that you do is really great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's useful.
That's nice. I use my gifts to make things stink.
Stink nice.
Stink nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything else here in this ward you want to do before we go towards Ward 1?
We should probably head out soon. It's gonna be a bit of a journey back, and Arkmir's got 29 days left and 16 hours and 40 something minutes.
You still have to plan the funeral too.
That's true.
Big one. Do you think your father or any of the other artificers would be able to help us with this material?
We're stopping there. We can certainly ask my father and see if he knows, or if he knows somebody that might. Perhaps we don't show Clanko it though, just in case he gets a little too intrigued by it.
Yeah, we may not need to show him the ingots, but maybe. I mean, I don't know. Do we care to show him this?
Oh, it's if he tries to take it, you stab him.
Tell me again, what does that sword do? I know you like back at my uncle. You were trying to do something weird.
Actually, I wouldn't know what it does. That whole thing is.
When he says that, though, I clue in immediately because I showed you that.
Oh,
when we got
did you
to,
show it to me? Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
because
you
I
did.
attuned to it at the.
He was trying to do something
Technically, are
funny
you
at
still
my.
attuned to it?
I don't think so. I would have unattuned to it. I think when I left.
Yeah.
Or when I left it
I
to
mean,
you.
I don't know how that
if
works.
you didn't specifically unattune though, you would probably still be attuned.
I'll do
You remain
this.
attuned until
just
someone
go back
else-
and forth.
well,
you're
I
funny.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't. So, well, I'm
I'll pull
gonna.
it out.
Oh, I might know what he's referring to. When we got back to the Golden Anvil after our time there with Galarin, I studied that a little bit to figure out what it does, and I snap it over to me.
That is what I wanted to do.
It disappears from Arkmir's hand and reappears without any
Whoa.
noise in Kaltir.
Oh, it's heavy.
Just like
My soul.
That's incredible, and I'll pull out a little notebook.
Do you think that could be done to my
Let me try.
to Stoneheart?
Perhaps. I'm not quite sure how it was done, though this does appear to use similar metal to
Time and make a history check.
Maybe if we
History
cut off
check.
the blade and touch the hilt to his.
God,
I'll give you advantage on this one, actually.
That's how magic works.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. Duct tape solved everything.
I'm sure Clanko would do the same thing.
11.
Okay. Because of your background, you have heard stories of in the old days when the Frostbraid Guard was much more active and not simply just guarding the mountain, going out on more expeditions. Their elite guards used to have these hammers, like these small sidearm hammers, essentially. That was part of their kit that they could throw and call back to themselves repeatedly, very, very quickly in combat. And their entire fighting style used to be defined by those. But more recently, they've kind of phased those out.
That reminds me of stories when I was a wee lad. of these magical weapons that they would throw and then summon back.
Oh, like a boomerang? I have one of those.
No, lass. Like, you can't make a hammer like this fly like a boomerang.
Oh, well, I mean, whatever. I have a boomerang. I just want to throw that out there.
Wait. You just want to throw that out there.
Got
it.
I'm assuming you're also starting to walk your way back
We're
towards the
walking,
Lord,
we're
walking and
walking.
Yeah.
Harold's
My,
dad is
um,
gonna get real annoyed.
My uncle spoke a lot about Clanko when we were there. I mean, I don't trust Clanko with money because he tried to rip me off, but my uncle seems to said that he was the best in enchanting weapons in the entire continent, parallel to none. I wonder if maybe he can reproduce that
It's possible.
magic here.
I'm not sure if that metal is required as a base to do such enchanting. The sword appears to use that as well.
I mean,
Perhaps.
your uncle. Oh yeah. I mean, your uncle suggested that I go see him
For those.
for these. So
No, you don't have that. You gave them back.
No, he kept him.
he kept them.
Oh, you kept them.
Yeah.
Oh, you
He
changed
said,
your mind.
On second thought.
Your uncle made it to like they went up in value. So Arkmir changed his mind. That alone, that was enough to sway him.
I mean, he was offering you ingots of gold and you didn't take it. I suppose that gold came from you.
To be fair, that gold came from Lord Constantine. He did tell you that.
Why did you
The
tell us
ingot.
that?
He did. He told you that.
Pay for that giant sword.
Alright. Well, perhaps Clanko has more to offer than I.
forget.
I love the patch in the pants. Perhaps Clanko has more to offer than meets the eye.
Definitely paying him a visit would be nice.
So, where are we going? Are we going back to your
I think
ward?
I think to my house would be a good start. Drop some things off, and then we have other tasks to do in Ward 1 before we head out.
We also need to see if we can find Nipno.
Mm-hmm.
He would. What is it? Ward 4 that his apartment was in?
Which is
Which is the way we're going, right?
we're gonna pass through it
Theoretically.
theoretically, yeah.
It's about this time as you've been making your way meandering up along the river that's still flowing as normal that you start to see off in the distance the exit from the chasm back out into Ward 4. It's dark outside by now. By the time you get out and you emerge from there, it's probably just around sunset.
Fresh air. It's nice.
Ward 4 seems different than when you left it. It's a lot more, seems more like it's back to normal. There's foot traffic, there's people wandering, milling about. There's still a general sense of unease. There's a lot of people who are loitering on the streets, a lot more people just hanging out with nothing to do, near like homelessness. Like obviously the struggles of the ward are well known. But it's not under, like, you see Iron Cog around patrolling the streets, but not to the same extent as they were when you went in.
Question, I'm trying to remember. Well, we came through a different way, but how long did it take us last time we came when we went down through 5 and then up?
So through 5 to 1 to the big one's home.
Yeah.
That would be probably like half a day, 7 hours, 6, 7 hours.
Okay.
So definitely not making it today.
No, that's fine. That a big one. I just thought of something. It was a couple of days now that we handed over the item to whatever her name is that I forget right now.
Oh, but
No.
the
But
badass
Caspian?
chick.
Yeah,
the
Caspian.
character.
To Caspian.
Yeah.
Maybe I should check in with your father or with Caspian or someone to see if they made it okay, and to let them know.
Perhaps we
we're
check with
coming.
my father, and then he can relay a message back from her to us, and let him know that we're on our way.
All right.
So I'm gonna use sending to send to Smart Guy.
Hello,
I'm assuming you find like a quieter corner
Yeah.
to do this as verbal and somatic and net
Sure.
components.
Yeah, off to the side. I guess. Is it like frowned upon to do magic?
I mean, as you start casting, people will definitely look at you, but
Yeah.
you might not know. Like it's just normal.
I
Corner,
definitely
and I'll stand in front of you if they
yeah.
Like
Yeah, I guess
more
when
than
I
a few
went-
people like turn their eyes and look at you strangely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just off on the side.
Yeah.
I'm just standing by him. He's a
I'll
house.
just stand in front of people. Yeah.
Just say, hello, Spark Eye. Checking in to see if the item made its way all right. We're heading towards Ward 1. Should be there in a day. Yeah, that's.
You don't get a response for a while, for like a solid 40 seconds or so, and then eventually you get a reply. Yes, it's here. We're busy trying to fix it. Come straight to the crime spire.
He sounded very busy. I think that they're doing everything they can to try to repair the item.
So you know that your father is retired, but
Did he say he's at the spire?
He actually said when we get to Ward 1 to head directly to the Prime Spire, I think, to meet them there, as opposed to, I don't think he's at home.
Surprising to hear that he's there working on it. Alright, well, I guess we should head there and perhaps get some answers or ask some questions.
So we're in Ward
you've
4?
just emerged from the chasm.
Yeah.
You're in Ward 4, beside the river.
Should we see
Probably like an hour, less than an hour away from the warehouse where you guys bought.
Which wasn't too far away from Nipner's place, right? Because we went to
it
went
Yeah,
there.
it was pretty close to Nipner.
Yeah.
should we
You can make your way to the warehouse, or like the Nipner's place you'd be pushing it would be like 8, 9-ish p.m.
should we
That's
go
probably
see
fine.
Nipnor now, and then I believe there's an inn really close to there, or
Is he
Or
not
there.
there? It
Yeah.
was- I can't.
perhaps
it
we
was
can stay there
Black
for the
Ox
evening.
Tavern or something like that.
The Blackhawks.
Make our way there.
Decent ale. Shall be good.
Alright.
Are we gonna pass by the warehouse?
You can make that so. Make us whoever's leading the way, make a survival check.
Which warehouse?
The Miralar and Sons warehouse that we saved Nipner and Butch and Cletus from.
Make a survival check.
I
Whoever's
will
leading
help.
the way to like try to find the place. You don't have a map.
I feel like whenever we're going through a place that Kelthier's already been, he will be helping up at the front based on the last time we were in like Ward 8 and got lost when he was at the back.
Hold my hand.
So
like whoever's leading the way to Nipnar's place or to the Black Hawks.
I'm usually at the front.
I'll roll, and
yeah.
whoever's also there can roll with me.
Healthier would probably be
Usually not right up.
really dependent. 19.
Thank God. Mine was a 19 and then switched to a 3. So I'm not.
I am. Let's see what.
Yeah, exactly.
So you start making your way back, or you have never been on this exact path before, so you're trying to just figure out which way you would need to go in order to get to the similar general area where Nipner's house and the Black Ox Tavern was.
We want to pass by
Yes.
the warehouse if we can.
That's what actually helps you, because the warehouse is pretty big.
Yep.
And you can see it from over a few buildings. The streets are very crowded. You're walking past several buildings with loud, raucous music coming out from it. Nothing seems nothing seems to be lit, though. Most of it is lit by candlelight, torchlight. None of the sort of orbs that are set up are lit. Doesn't seem to be powered at all.
But it was powered last time we were here.
Yes.
Okay. So they're doing weird stuff with the power grid.
Maybe they're turning it off at night.
Perhaps.
So it lends an extra sense of kind of a little bit of additional sketchiness to an already fairly crowded, fairly cramped. You bump into a few people. There's like several people who've already had a lot to drink, who are just kind of gallivanting around, singing songs at the top of their lungs. You walk past a couple of interesting buildings where there seem to be almost like parties happening. You walk past the Saucy Wrench, a restaurant and a bar. You also walk past a building that's labeled as the Silken Candle, as very
Silken?
silk and candle.
Silk and candle.
You notice it immediately because there is a large candle that's lit above the door, and it seems like the only candle that has always been there and not just been set up in a
Such a
rush.
candle.
In that mode, can I take some of my stink powder and just like,
You walk up to it.
yeah. Oh god. Roll the
It's like a
survival
witch
check.
lives there or something. You just got cursed by a hag. Been there before.
As you walk over to the door, you pull out this pouch and look over to the candle and start to sprinkle it. From behind the door, through almost like silk curtains that are parting in front of it, steps a woman dressed provocatively. A human woman dressed provocatively with her hair tied up in a bun. She turns towards you. Why, hello there, mister.
You just see the
Can I help you with
the big one.
something?
Yeah.
You're just still standing there with this powder held up.
Oh, a friend of mine told me this powder can smell really nicely if I sprinkle it on a flame.
Well, would you like to come in? Partake of our services.
What
Why?
kind of services?
Oh, you know.
Astra, is this the type of night you
He
would
just
say?
gives you like a
Type of
demurred
night?
giggle.
Have with a significant
Well,
other?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never been to a place like
Arkmir,
this.
now's your
I think we
chance.
should go.
Now this is what Astra told me to do.
Yeah.
With the woman.
I must go.
you should-
I must go in.
I think we should all go.
Well,
What kind of services does she offer?
She said you know.
I don't.
Maybe it's whatever you want. Maybe it's apples.
Well, I was wondering, maybe you could.
Are you all kind of approaching?
Yeah.
This now?
Oh, no.
Intrigued.
Well,
I don't know
Well, I was
what she
gonna
is.
ask you,
What
like,
she
do
does.
you often do you get
You're
a lot
a
of
big one.
Whoa. Do you get a lot of customers?
Why, yes, all the time.
Oh,
Do you happen to remember their names?
I'm the big one.
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't quite catch
Oh,
that.
do you happen to remember their names?
For the right price.
Oh,
Please, come in. And she, like, grabs your hand and starts leading
maybe
you
we can
inside
stay
the
here
door.
tonight. Very lovely
Alright, I
woman.
guess I'm going in this
Love
room.
the candles.
As you enter into this very dimly lit, very closely, like, very narrow hallway.
Are there more candles?
There's a stairway at the opposite end that kind of seems to, like, curl around. There are more candles that are lit up over here.
Wait, when I
I'll pull
sprinkled the
out my
first one,
patch.
did I like what did it smell like?
Make a perception check.
Oh, my perception's garbage. 14.
It smelled of rose.
Rose?
No, I'll sprinkle mine.
As you're also walking by.
Yeah, no, just on a different candle inside.
Okay. With your heightened sense of smell,
Yes.
the rose kind of mingles together with this almost strangely herbal tea type scent.
Oh, wow.
Kind of matcha-ish.
I don't know what that smells like.
You-
I don't. But
But you
maybe
like
the
tea?
big one. Yeah, maybe the big one does.
Big one, you definitely have a hard time squeezing into this hallway.
Oh, this is very lovely.
It's dimly lit, but it's decorated fairly well. There's the large red curtains. At the far end, there's a staircase that leads up along with a desk. As you walk in, there's a older gentleman that's kind of sitting behind the table. He looks up. Do any of you have Do all of you have reservations?
Oh.
Is this a restaurant? We are looking for some food, actually. Maybe some ale for my friend here.
Place to stay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you understand.
We just need a bed.
Evan is
really.
entirely embarrassed right now. Like red cheeks. Stiff.
Are there
It's
beds?
Very stiff.
Yeah.
I bet he is stiff.
Alright, well.
The woman who was leading you in kind of was like, I'll take this one. And he's like, well, your rate? And it's fine. He can tip me later. And she just starts leading you up the stairs. Arkmir.
Is there more beds? I mean, we would all prefer one.
Yeah.
We can
Sometimes-
share. I
sometimes
mean,
we share
Arkmir,
rooms.
if you want.
Let me check. I'm just gonna run upstairs and check really
Okay,
quickly.
perfect.
He starts going up the stairs behind you. She leads you upstairs, and you find yourself in another narrow hallway, and another set of stairs at the opposite end.
Oh god.
What did you get us into? Just by sprinkling some dust on a fucking candle.
I should have gone to the saucy room. Oh no, wait, that way. That
She
made
leads
me
you
a
to
better-
one of the rooms here on the landing, and like opens the door and just like steps inside.
She just steps inside?
Yeah, she steps
Okay.
inside.
Yeah, I'll follow her in cautiously.
Fucking guy's on his deathbed and he's getting some booty.
You step in, she goes and she sits on the bed.
Yeah. Look at this, Ezekiel.
She sits on the bed and uncrosses her legs
Oh, there it is.
and says, "He matched the description." And you hear a voice from the corner that says, "Well, fuck." Druven Breeze.
2 for 1.
And that's a good spot to take a break.
I have a feeling there's something there, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a threesome.
We'll be right back in
We'll be
about
right
5
back.
It was
minutes.
the Dear Diary.
Welcome back.
Hello. Before we go back to Arkmir, let's check back in with what you all are doing downstairs.
Oh, wait, no, sorry.
As you're waiting in this fairly cramped hallway.
This is a lovely establishment.
Is there any other people in this?
Not right now.
Excuse me, sir.
He's gone upstairs.
he went upstairs
You're
too.
all alone.
Damn.
It's just the four of you.
I wonder if they have any chicken.
Big one. This is not that kind of establishment.
Apples?
What do you mean? It's called the Silken Candle. I'm assuming they have beds.
Oh, this is where you come to make lady friends.
Oh, like Astra?
Oh,
No.
I have no
More
lady
like-
friends. I only have guy friends.
Oh, perhaps we should make some friends.
Yeah. Hello?
Not that kind of friendship.
Excuse me?
He comes back down. He looks at you all. You only have one person available right
Oh,
now.
well, Astra said she's looking for some. Is it a lady?
Yes.
I would love a lady friend.
There you go.
Yeah.
I also would very much like to see this.
That was hiding himself.
This one comes down, and she's a little bit like similarly in some ways to Snad, like a little bit pale, a little bit frail, like probably hasn't eaten well.
Oh, this is getting sad.
She does have long pointed ears, and long hair that's like tied up in like a ponytail of sorts that goes down to her waist. She's an elf. She looks at you. Yes, how can I?
Are you? Pleasure to meet you. I'm the big one.
Astra.
Are you a good friend?
Yes.
Perfect.
Please meet Astra.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Astra.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I don't know many ladies. Yeah.
The man kind of comes up. The room fee will be 20 gold.
Oh.
That
We can probably
must be a
split
great
it
bed.
4 ways, right?
No, thank you.
Whoa.
Well, we have to stay somewhere where you
I
know
probably
you're.
can't. I probably can't fit
This is
anyway.
not a place to stay for the night.
Stay.
We can stay here for the night, can't we?
That'll be a lot more than 20 gold.
Oh, this might be too much of a swanky place.
Do you have chicken?
It's turning to a
I'll take 2.
This lady is like doing this weird
Preferably
shit.
breast. I do like a good chicken breast. Preferably. I usually eat 2.
But real like juicy ones, you know?
As you
We're
say,
13 years
as you
old.
say,
Yes.
as you say that, he actually says, "Oh, that's what you're here for. Come, follow me.
Let's go.
Oh, perfect.
Vilina, we will not be needing you anymore." And he starts leading up.
Maybe the next lady.
Why does this always
Okay,
happen?
what did we say that triggered this? Now I'm intrigued.
You all make your way up the stairs. The stairs almost collapse under your.
Narrow.
Yes.
I hope Arkmir's having fun.
You come up to the second floor, and there's doors flanking on both sides. Inside one of the rooms, Arkmir. You turn around to where you heard the voice, and dropping the invisibility that you've seen before is Druidry.
Just kill her now, you're free.
What are they? What are the fucking chances? What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
I knew you'd be there.
I was trying to make a candlestick. Look.
Well,
I mean, I'm not going to judge you or anything, but
I'm actually looking for information, and I did not expect you to be here.
places like this are the perfect place for a woman on the run to hide in. Thank you for saving me back there. The cloak, it gave me enough time to escape, but I really can't have. What are you doing here? Are all of you here? And she hears the loud boom, boom.
This is a really nice place.
Well, that
Yeah. starving.
She's like just face palming.
Well, I was hoping to. Sorry, ma'am. And then I'll turn to the lady on the with her legs spread. Arkmir
She's just kind of like lying on the bed now, like full on like posing. And
Nice.
she just raises her hand like that.
Paint like one of your friends, girl.
Oh, Stacy.
Stacy. Oh, nice.
Good name.
Kenny,
Yeah.
the one that's always
Oh. Anyways,
Gail.
well, I was hoping Stacy will be able to help me find some information on
Inflation.
inflation. It's a little. On what folks that Miralar is interested in. Deldrock and Hezerick. He also wants to know where you are, and right now you but being near me might not be the safest thing.
As you say that, you feel a sharp pain in your head.
Oh fuck.
Wince a little. It passes. Meanwhile, all of you are going up the stairs. You go up to the third floor.
I didn't go up the
Took a day
stairs.
off.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay. You just stayed on the first floor.
Yeah.
Still smells like tea.
So the other three of you make your way up to the third floor.
Time is up. Actually,
And then up to the fourth floor.
Oh, you didn't go?
No.
I would have stayed with them.
The
So
third
it's
floor is very similar. There's just
me and you
doors
looking
on both
awkwardly
sides.
at each other.
I'm just saying, like,
very
As you're
uncomfortable.
walking
But
by,
we're so innocent.
one of the doors opens, then a half-naked woman walks
Oh,
out.
oh my
I'm
goodness.
so sorry. Oh, my god.
And she like sees you all and like very hurriedly covers up,
Apologies.
runs off,
It's what time
runs
is
off
it?
into one of the other doors. Up on the fifth floor, you enter the lobby, and it's just a door. The man knocks twice, stops, knocks again, and it's just whispers in his voice, "Juicy."
They have them. It's perfect.
Oh my god, I've been craving chicken for so long.
And the door opens.
Oh.
And inside, just as soon as the door opens, you just get wafted with the scent of smoke. Like cigarette smoke, cigar smoke, tobacco, just all sorts of like concoctions.
Maybe it's a new cooking technique. I don't know. My trunk just like curls behind me.
There's 3 tables scattered around, and about 9 or 10 different, fairly lower middle class individuals just sitting at the tables, playing cards, smoking pipes. They're just tossing coins on the table.
Should we find a seat?
We should probably.
Yeah, put the vocals there.
We should probably.
They all kind of look up
Yeah.
and then go back to their game.
Paladin in dark armor.
They probably have a menu.
I guess they didn't want to come, but table for 2 would be great.
Thank you.
Glowing green.
You can join one of the games.
Oh, just
Do you have
checking.
a menu?
We don't really have food. Juicy is just the code word for getting into the casino.
Oh,
You've seen too much.
so there is no chicken.
What about
No.
like a
Why did
drumstick?
we-
If somebody comes to my desk downstairs and asks for something nice and juicy,
I don't know
Yeah,
how
but that,
you
that
can
describes
do
up
that.
stairs.
the chicken that's nice
All
and
I
juicy.
wanted was some nice juicy
breast.
chicken breasts. Yeah.
Yes.
I think I'm going to
I don't know
ask
how-
you all to leave.
Don't let us turn your
Yeah. I don't know how you eat chicken.
What are you doing about chicken?
Meanwhile, as the two of you are standing downstairs, a woman comes down and like looks at you all. Can I help you with anything?
Nope. We're fine.
We're just waiting for our friends.
Oh, okay. And she just like flops down in the chair behind the counter, like reaches under the counter and pulls out just like a book, like a very, very moth-eaten like paperback book, and just starts like reading it.
What's it called?
Is it called
It's
The Last
smut.
Door? Because that was a smut book that we
No.
had before.
Oh yeah.
It's called Lonely Nights.
Ah, unlucky.
It's definitely
Oh.
Unlucky.
Another.
It's a good one.
It's a little more classy.
It's hard to read the title though. Like
'Cause
it's
it's
fairly
so
dimly lit, but with your dark vision, you're able to kind of make it out, and it's very like almost like water damaged.
They're not hiding anything from Calthea.
It's too late. I've already seen everything.
Back to you, Arkmir, in your room.
So I'm just like, I got that shooting pain across my head, right? Well, do you know anything about Deldron or Hezarek? We need to find them. My life depends on it.
Make a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage.
Persuasion. Plus 8, 26.
Ooh,
Does that
nice.
pass?
Deldrock was on the run. He couldn't pay his debts. He was looking for. Last I heard, he was looking for passage out of the city in Ward 5. I think he was headed. He said he wanted to head northeast.
Have you seen this? And I'm gonna pull out an ingot of this dark brick.
She takes it, looks at it. Yeah, I've seen this. Like hands it back.
Where?
It's an alloy that was. It's supposed to be a secret, but it's an alloy that was constructed by. It's mined. The blue metal is mined in Riova's underwater deposits. The red flecks. That's ruby quartz, directly from the mines of Icefall.
Ruby what?
Ruby quartz.
And the metal is from
Is
Riova's.
cobalt mined underwater deposits near Riova's. These are rare.
Seems like that's what Galarin's sword was made of.
As you pull out the sword, the Stacy from the bed is just like, why isn't that a long one?
God, she knows her audience, man.
She just giggles from the bed.
You haven't even seen my
Arkmir.
Yeah.
Drew says, it is. Galarin must have been really high up in Riova's. It's not a common mineral. It's not a common resource. It needs to be worked on by two Rexates that are notoriously stingy with their military secrets in particular. The only reason I know of it is she pulls out her dagger and the blade is carved with the same material.
Well, Deldrick had a. Actually, I'm gonna cast Psychic Whispers at this point with.
Yeah.
Drew. Yeah, 5 hours. Anyways, just gonna talk to Drew this way. Maybe this is. Things are safer this way.
Watching two people like.
Yeah.
Why are you staring?
They're just like, hello,
Guys,
guys.
yeah.
Shut up. Oh crap! I almost failed train of thought. Well, it seems like Deldrak had his own stash of this material held in a warehouse. There was quite a bit. I'm sure Miralar may know that it exists now because he's been watching us. But
That doesn't make any sense. If Deldrock had this, there is no way that he would have owed a debt.
something's
If
not
he had a
lining up
stash
here.
of these, possibly even one ingot of this could be valuable enough to Miralar to repay at least a portion of his debt. Unless he was worried, scared.
We also came across this.
Are you
Hold on.
carrying this stuff, or
Yeah.
okay?
It's wrapped up, but he's
Yeah.
carrying it.
Okay.
I'll just kind of unwrap it. We're doing this all in
Yeah.
silence in front of them.
She's probably like, another big
That's a
item.
nice long wood.
Damn it, Stacy!
Shut up!
Stacy has one purpose.
Yeah.
Has one purpose.
She's good at her job.
Only knows innuendos.
Do you know where this may have come from, or who Trisha that
T.
girl might be?
Tisha, just
Her eyes go wide. For the second time in 3 or 4 days, I really wish you hadn't told me that.
Oh no.
Tisha Trasandalor is an archmage of the Order Draconis.
What?
She's not a good person.
Archmage for the Order of Draconis.
Ordo Draconis.
Ordo Draconis.
Is she from? Is she from another rest?
She's from Icefall, but she can be anywhere she wants to be at any point in time.
Fucking Stacy.
I would not. She.
We're still talking in our heads.
Do not say that name
Well,
to anyone that you do not trust.
apparently, Deldrak was tasked with crafting her weapon.
What? Then he must have been paid handsomely. Something doesn't add up. At this point, Stacy kind of chimes up. Are you all done? I fucking each other?
Yes.
And Drew just face palms and it's fine. You know that thing that I told you that sometimes people can send me messages that's similar to that. Stacy, she's helped me a lot over the past few months. She's probably the only friend I have in the city.
That's not true.
Stacy just kind of looked up. Yeah. She just nods.
Stacy, are you familiar with anyone named Deldrak or Hezrick?
You have a mom, Stacy?
Yeah.
Not personally, no. But I can go and check the books. Keep a record of every
Frequent visitor.
transaction that occurs here.
I would appreciate that.
Maybe after we're done here, you know. Also, I should probably... And she just starts shouting out moans at the top of her voice. And just like...
Oh, yeah.
Basically that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I can do it.
Come on, DM.
One moan.
She just starts making fake noises of moans.
Oh my god.
I can't imagine it.
How?
And so at this point, the two of you who've gone upstairs start making your way back down the stairs, disappointed at the lack of chicken and food.
Apparently they don't have.
I know. I
A
feel
little
really,
disappointed.
Me too.
1 star.
I feel a little bit bad about scaring that lady.
Yeah.
Should we knock and apologize? I think we really startled her.
I don't remember which door she went in.
There's only one door.
Just pull out.
Oh my god! This is a very friendly place.
As you're on the 3rd floor, one of the doors opens and a woman looks out. A different woman looks out,
Wait. Excuse me. We're on our way.
Like-
We're not looking.
sees you all, closes the door, and you just hear a voice from the inside. Just wait a moment, darling. It seems like there's other guests leaving.
Oh.
You just hear a voice from the inside.
You probably hear us, yeah.
Not you. This is on like.
Oh,
the
okay, yeah.
Yeah. To her guess.
Apologies. We should probably just head back
We should
down.
mosey.
Yeah, let's just go.
You'll make your way back down to the lobby.
Okay.
Are you two just standing there awkwardly?
I wonder if we'll ever see Drew again. I wonder where she went.
Yeah.
I don't know, lad. This is a strange place.
You seem very uncomfortable.
I am very uncomfortable.
What is it about this place?
This is a place where people come for sex.
Comb for 6.
I'm aware. What about that makes you uncomfortable?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh no.
No further questions.
Something we need to dive into here.
Yeah. He's a frequent visitor. They might have connections.
Back to Arkmir in the room, now filled with moaning noises. You're still talking to Drew.
And,
You're just talking. You're just staring at Drew, and all you hear is.
Do you know that? Well, she who must not be named.
Oh, we calling her that now? She who must not be named.
What? Who?
Tisha?
Oh, Tisha.
You said who after he said
Don't ever say that name. So that girl that when I was
I forgot.
yeah, she's good. She's
Don't
good.
say her name.
No, she's good. Yeah, she already forgot.
God damn.
No,
This is still going on in our heads. But
Say my name.
I do not. I'm very glad I don't.
have you encountered her before?
I know she's stern, I know she's powerful, and I know she's scary.
Do you know what she wants?
Nobody does.
Interesting. Strange that.
There's only maybe less than half a dozen more dangerous people in Icefall, and Icefall is full of dangerous people.
Strange that Deldrak would somehow find his way tied with her.
Something doesn't add up to me. Something does not add up. Why would she have anything to do with this? Why would Deldrak, some random no-name smith, and no offense to Schema, but there are better smithies out in Cornhall, in Icefall.
Represent.
Why would he have any sort of connection to
He's the
her?
big bad evil guy.
And why would he run? If he had such powerful contact, why would he run? I've seen Miralar's power firsthand. He wouldn't hold a candle to her.
Candle goes off on the.
The candle goes off in the...
No, Stacy. Sneaks up behind. Strange. I think we may have to go down this path.
One more.
Just so you know, it seems like Miralar has given me, I don't know if it's 70 or 30 days to come up with something or anything about you, Deldra, or Hezareth, and preferably if I can bring them in person to him. Otherwise,
She immediately gets like a little bit guarded.
I hope you understand that I have no plans on
You're in the spot
surrendering
to do
you
it.
to Miralar.
As you say that, a sharp pain shatters through your brain.
Oh no.
She's watching you.
Yeah. Oh god, taking damage.
So what happens if you have
Shit.
sex with her?
How much damage am I taking here? There's multiple rules.
You take 24 points of psychic damage.
Sounds about right.
As your head almost like feels like it's splitting apart.
Now you're making the moaning sounds.
You involuntarily let out a shout and like collapse to your knees.
Yeah, it's,
You're trying not to do the contract that
Yeah.
they forced on you.
And I'm down on the ground, just like heavily breathing, like
the sounds go
my
with
head.
the atmosphere at least. You hear
No,
it
Stacey
drop
stops.
Yeah.
Stacey stops.
No, she stops because he's done. Drops to his knees, huffing and puffing. Oh! Hey, hey! You said I could do the sound effects.
Drew Reynolds. I don't know how much longer we can talk for. What do you know about Hezerick?
He used to work for the boss, Ezekiel. Left to join up with the Silent Razors over in Ward 8. The Silent Razors had a few hideouts around Ward 4 and Ward 5 that they were working out of. I think the ones in Ward 4 were mostly cleared out, but there was one in Ward 5.
Do you know where in Ward 5?
Make an intelligence saving throw.
You got this.
You can do it.
No, it's never.
Picture Stacy.
That was an adventure.
Yeah, that like
Yeah.
that's a 5 plus whatever I have, which won't save me, I imagine. Oh wait, that's 5. That's a 10.
You're trying to think back, and you remember something. She says that I have no idea. Those are just the rumors that I heard while working for Ezekiel. But you remember something in the back of your mind. You remember that Alistair had been following the Razors and made his way in to Ward 3. So if he might have seen them go to some safe houses along the way.
Right. Gotcha.
True. Guess we gotta call up our old pal Alistair.
Alistair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was good.
Oh. I think
At
I
this
think we
point,
have to
Stacy
leave.
kind of like gets up and like comes to you and like puts her hand on your shoulder. You're still like kneeling on the ground. And he's like, "Are you all right?"
I'll be fine.
Good. Wouldn't want to have you dying before you paid for my services.
Ah, this bitch.
She like just cradles your chin like gently. With
thought he was
one-
gonna say
with,
something
like,
else.
Stroking what?
Stroking your face, the side of your face.
Cradling a little something
Like,
down.
lifts up your chin and like walks away and sits back down on the bed. Drew just shakes her head and sighs.
Stab her, fuck it.
I'm sure I trust if you have any more information on those two, you'll find a way to get in touch with us.
Yeah. I don't even know what to do anymore. What should I do? Should I... If I leave and go back home... Don't answer.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. I know. You should.
Well, I think you should.
I don't know where to go. And now they'll definitely trace me down to here, so I'll have to go somewhere else.
Depends. I don't know if they're actually watching you. I think it's what Derek said. You like are going against the terms of the contract, so it just
Potentially, yeah.
damages you.
If they're watching me, rip Stacy.
Yeah.
She turns towards you, and for the first time, you almost see like through on her face. Like you just notice like a sense of like despondency. Like she just doesn't know what to do. Like you see tears in her eyes. Like
Oh, Holly killed me.
she's
Who cares? Who cares? It's
My head would
worth.
explode.
It's totally worth.
she's just vulnerable, and she turns to you and goes, "Please tell me what to do." Like
I'm just gonna.
A little tear.
Yeah. My little like just it's not a tear, but evidently sad about the situation, and I'm gonna leave.
you turn around and you walk out, and your head is still throbbing. Stacy kind of looks up. Hey.
Money.
Before you leave, I need my tip.
Money, please.
You know, 60 gold.
Holy.
80 gold if you want my silence. And Drew's like, yeah, just pay her. She needs to earn her tip in order to keep this room secure.
She did provide very good sex.
If she doesn't get paid, it'll raise more questions than if she does.
60 is pretty steep now.
I mean, it would have been if you accepted her services.
I mean, they usually charge different rates for types of services, but it seems like there was only one option here, so you don't really. I'm sorry, darling, you don't really get to bargain. She like walks up to you and like almost like holds out her hand right in front of you.
Don't tell anybody.
I'll give her the 60 gold. But,
Did you say 80 to keep quiet?
80 for her silence.
Doesn't care.
60 gold.
Yeah,
Does she like
so?
pocket it?
Yeah.
That sounds like an Arkmir thing to do.
As you like separate it out into a pouch, she just takes the pouch and she like shakes it a little. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? And she like leans forward and gives you a full-on kiss on the lips.
Nice. Got some.
That's another 20 gold.
Yeah.
At that moment, is there anything on?
Are you just staring at Drew?
No, does she carry anything on her body at that point? Like,
Oh my god.
do a sleight of hand.
Make a perception check.
Where are you sliding a hand into?
Oh, dude, perception. Let's see. That's at least an 18. Let's see. Skills? Yeah, it's 18. I can add a d6 if needed.
As she like lets you like finish it off the kiss and turns around, you hear like the telltale jangle of something from under her like dress, like a coin purse.
Get it.
I'm going for it.
It's
Under her dress.
it's under her dress, and she's wearing like a long like gown that goes down
I'm
to the
pulling
floor.
her back in, and
Oh
she's walking
my
away.
gosh.
For another kiss. Oh no.
Make a first off, let's make a persuasion check.
This guy's a boss bitch.
Oh, man.
See if
She even wants it at this point.
yeah.
You don't walk away from me. That's at least a 15. Should I roll d6?
No, you shouldn't need to. Then make a sleight of hand check as you pull her in and give her a bit more of a passionate kiss while trying to reach under her dress.
Just a little bum squeeze.
That doesn't look good.
Roll that d6.
Wait. Well, that was a 7. 11, 18.
7, 11.
Not bad.
Yeah.
She doesn't notice. Gives you a very long, passionate kiss.
Yeah. Her also just watched you pull another woman. Clearly loves you. Then she notices a bum squeeze.
You immediately, like, from under her dress, from, like, her garter belt, there's a coin purse that's, like, tied to it that you just very easily slice and grab off of her.
Slice. You fucking pulled out your sword.
Drew
Your
is
dagger?
make an insight check.
Oh, Drew
Oh my God,
loves
so
you,
many
man.
checks.
You don't even need to roll. You know she's pissed at you.
Yeah.
Just kiss another woman in front of her.
10.
Yeah.
You don't even look back at Drew. You
Oh.
do that and
Oh, the
turn around
pain.
and you walk out the door.
In slow motion.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
As Arkmir makes his way out into the hallway, you're carrying like a small coin purse. A little bit heavier than the one that you gave her, to be honest.
You just robbed her.
I've killed her.
She's got
Yeah.
60 gold.
Yeah, it's true.
You
Good trade.
make your way back down the stairs. the man who's now returned, and the rest of your companions are just waiting
You
out in
guys
the
will
lobby.
never guess, but this is.
There's been a few
bar.
occasions during this time where people have like opened the door to come in, seen how crowded the lobby was, and immediately closed the door and left. A little bit ashamed. Like you'll see people like open the door,
Fuck.
pull up their hoodie, and just walk away.
I've been noticed.
Like, pull up their hood, not hoodie. Pull up a cloak.
Yeah, this isn't actually a
Oh,
bar.
the techies from Schema.
I don't really get the point of it.
They
You're
didn't
not allowed
really
to
seem
sleep-
to have a bed either.
Yeah, you can't spend the night. They have no food. It stinks of smoke.
Oh, you can spend the night if you want.
They said it would be really expensive, though. It doesn't
Yeah,
sound
it's
very
expensive.
economical. I
Uh,
don't.
Perhaps we should just try the Black Bull or something.
Black Ox?
Black Ox.
Black Hawks. That's the upstairs.
It's at this point that Arkmir comes down, and the man who's sitting at the reception desk looks up at you. Well, I hope you had a pleasant stay. Please, next time if you visit, it would be appreciated if you didn't just loiter around the lobby. It tends to scare away the guests, and it's starting to get a little bit more of a crowded time of night.
Is he showing any signs of like pain that he like?
I was gonna
experienced?
say, like,
Yeah.
if
What
I'm
I-
walking down, I'm not like walking down the stairs
Yeah.
quickly. I'm like taking my time here because I'm pretty critical.
8 HP.
Okay, I don't even have to roll. Like I can tell.
You can tell he's like
Alright.
wobbling a little.
Got a wild time. Stacy.
She's good. Good at her job.
Perhaps we should head out, and I go kind of like and just help you kind of down the stairs. And be like, come on, buddy. And then
I'm just gonna whisper to you, like, we have a lot to talk about.
and when I say that, I cast Healing Word on him.
You're gonna like Stacy.
Do it at level 2.
Doesn't matter.
I'm-
You'd be like,
Timon was
"Sorry,
leading the
Calder,
way
I
down the
kissed
stairs."
Stacy." I know you're
Really
gonna.
quickly.
I'm so sorry.
You immediately head out, and by this time now it's well past like dark.
Yep. Yeah.
Taps. Oh
It
yeah.
was a quick 20-minute sesh for Arkmir up there.
Record.
You emerge back out into the streets of Ward 4, continuing along your way towards the warehouse that you had spotted in the distance, and then got immediately distracted by one of the
Yeah.
buildings that you were walking past.
The moral of the story: those salts work. They smelled pretty good.
Yeah. Your smell kind
I
of
smell like a rose, and then it was like a tea.
yeah.
Pretty wonderful.
Lovely. We'll have to see what the other ones smell like sometime.
Arkmir, are you alright? What happened there?
You get to what the details, lad.
I get the feeling it wasn't what you expect.
Did he find chicken?
So I'm allowed to cast Psychic Whispers twice before a long rest. So I'm gonna cast it again here, and
Bring us out of it.
we'll be with Calthir.
Oh,
And
shocker.
I got two.
Yeah. One
Two
day.
people. At least two.
Are you still connected with
I
Drew?
was just thinking
Yeah.
that. Is she gonna hear everything?
Yeah.
I think you can.
No, I think
I
you
can-
actually.
you
I
probably
can
control it,
choose,
but
yeah.
could you not just check in on her and be
Yeah.
like, huh?
Well, I'm just gonna say I'm sorry to her.
Oh, you take another 50
Yeah, no,
points
no,
of
I'm dead.
damage.
Am I dead? I just said I'm sorry.
Well, he just healed you, so.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
What the hell was that?
You don't hear anything back.
Oh, okay. It's not like a lot of die.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's like,
Okay.
no, you're good.
1, 2, 3. Alright, roll a 2, so timing. Okay.
Oh.
But anyways, I'm talking to you. You know, to be here.
Is everything okay?
Oh, you were really uncomfortable in that.
Okay.
He was really uncomfortable.
Drew was in the room.
We were just talking about it.
How
What
weird.
was it?
Some were
There were
walking
multiple
in.
things here, but
Did she attack you?
no. It seems like whatever Lyra has placed on me will hurt me if I make any effort to protect one of those three.
Dun, dun, dun.
As we're walking, you just hear my stomach growl.
Silence.
I'll pull out an apple.
Thank you.
For the time
no
being.
chicken,
I
but
know.
thank
So, wait, you were affected by what triggered it? Just seeing her?
No, I said
Don't say it again.
it was. Not saying it was suggested that she might be safe compared to the other two. That was enough to hurt me.
So potentially, whatever this contract was that was placed on you, it's forceful in trying to make sure you execute on the details.
They are exacting their toll now.
And it's
Lad,
not- oh, go ahead.
Lad, did you think about recruiting her to help? It's the least that she can do for saving her life.
I did. Well, she was actually quite helpful in some ways. I learned a lot about this Miss Tisha Trasandro. She appears to be a very dangerous person. Drew was terrified of the name. She said that we should never say that name out in public.
Do you remember that Tisha?
She's an archmage of the Ordo Draconis.
Order of Draconis?
Ordo.
Ordo?
Ordo
Yep.
Just Ordo Draconis?
Yes.
Two words.
Order of the Crown.
Ordo.
Ordo.
The Order of the Draconis.
But
I would like all three of you to make history checks. If you are proficient in history.
Oh, I'm not.
If you are proficient in history.
Damn it, I am.
I am too.
I wasn't invited to the party.
Screw you guys.
I am not proficient. I have okay history, but I'm not proficient.
History sounds like a.
I have a +5.
I have a +7.
Oh.
Too bad we don't have anyone.
I'm
History.
very intellectual. I
Proficient
just don't
in
know a lot about
history,
the
and
world.
we don't have someone who can read everything.
I can speak Loxodon.
One day. One day.
One day there'll be a moment where
Yeah.
Loxodon is required.
It's inscribed on this wall.
What did she tell you?
Not much, to be honest, other than she was terrified that she could appear anywhere. Just, I don't know if I visually just snapped out of nowhere. We're all just walking. Yeah. Yeah.
Feeling a rhythm.
We all just snap. Yeah.
Yeah, feeling a tune coming on.
I say that
out loud.
definitely feel left out now.
Yeah.
But I look to you, Astra, the big one. I'm sorry. I will.
Professor just starts
We
almost
will-
like walking through the beach.
We will explain later under better circumstances.
Explain what?
Or I will explain later under better circumstances.
I
For
just
now, I am.
point it.
Oh.
He must have found chicken.
Probably. And I just speak to you telepathically, like, you know I can do this too, right?
And I try real hard.
Yeah. It's like a main body.
Yeah.
All right, remember you can do things.
Oh my god! This is the attack Astra thing.
Oh, no.
Somebody's gonna go into Bruce Rib home.
If the contract won't kill you,
Yeah,
Astra will.
You better sleep with one eye open.
Oh no, I can already not sleep well. So I guess do you three, and we'll talk about Tisha here. Another thing that was interesting is apparently this dark metal, this cobalt.
So, wait, I'm confused. Why was Drew here?
Sorry, I should have started with that.
I think it's just The three of them.
Yeah, you're part of this too.
Oh, I am?
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, if you reached out to me after me saying that, sorry, yes, I'm sorry.
No,
but
Asher's all
I
quiet
can,
too. I'm
no,
like,
but I'll transfer it to you.
Oh, the relay.
Yeah.
Now I'm really like,
Except you'll get her version of
yeah,
the
yeah,
story.
yeah.
Telephone.
Oh,
It's gonna be perfect.
God, it's gonna be terrible. Yeah.
What was the place called? Silken Candle is Drew's safe house. You can call it. She was.
Did you know that she was gonna be there?
I had no idea. My intention was
Arkmir met up with Drew
Oh.
my intention was to ask Stacy about
intentionally.
Delbridge and Hezerick. Wow. That was quite the surprise. She pulled me aside to see what was happening, and I had an opportunity to ask her about Deldrak, Hezerick, and also fill her on the situation that, well, I'd been put under. But sounds like I have to be careful about what I say. Try in any way to protect her. It will hurt me.
So wait. Stacy was taking you inside. She courted you to go upstairs.
Yes.
Did she know Drew was there, or was it pure coincidence that she was there?
She is. Sounds like she's Drew's closest friend in the city right now.
So Drew was looking for you.
It sounds like it.
Did you say anything else?
Just a bunch of boring stuff.
Just a bunch of sex and stuff.
You said cobalt, but this is no normal cobalt. I know cobalt. I use it in my weapons.
Yeah, this is she mentioned that this is a hybrid, or an alloy, sorry, of cobalt from Rioviz, from the water deposits there, and you know the red flakes that we saw?
The sheen, yeah.
They're,
So most of the cobalt that you've worked with comes from the mines in Cornwall.
In Cornwall.
You've never heard of underwater deposits of cobalt before?
and the red flakes, they're ruby quartz from Icefall. Each of these ingots are worth quite a bit of money. I wouldn't be surprised if the stuff that we've left behind may be gone already, just from Miralar, just not
How much money?
watching over us.
How much money are we talking?
Apparently enough, potentially enough that would have paid off Deldrak's debts to Miralar.
We're rich.
Then why would he run?
That's the part we don't know. It seems like he was crafting this, or he was tasked with crafting this staff for Tisha, and for a lady that powerful, or for a person that powerful, it sounds like his job was pretty important. I'm not sure what kind of situation he got tasked with, but I don't know. It's a whole mystery to me.
Tisha, that lady from the letter that I read.
Mm-hmm.
Bad news bears.
Oh,
Is,
okay.
is she dangerous?
Sounds like she would wipe the floor with Miralar.
Should you be carrying the staff that she wanted made?
At least in this state, it doesn't seem to be finished. I don't think it's
Well,
but maybe you're right. Maybe we should, I don't know if we should destroy it or
keep it under wraps for now, and we should get rid of it.
the last thing was I asked her about Hezerick, and she mentioned. Well, wait. There's like two parts there. Yeah, she mentioned several hideouts that he could have gone to. Ward 1, 5, and that made me remember Alistair had made his way through there before.
He followed the fellow who gave the pastries to you.
Genius.
We might be able to get some assistance from him to help at least find that hideout, and I could maybe point us in the direction of Hezarek.
Yeah. I won't be able to reach out to him today, but perhaps tomorrow if that's something we wanted to do. I'm not sure if we wanted to go to Ward 8 first or if we wanted to go to Ward 5. I mean, Ward 5 is like it's south of us now, closer than Ward 8. It's something we can discuss for tomorrow, I guess.
Well, today we were looking for Nipnor.
Yes, correct.
Finish that.
Are we at the warehouse yet?
It's pretty late, but oh yeah, the warehouse. Yes, you walk past the warehouse.
But no.
The gate seems to be chained.
Okay.
Looks about how you left it.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to
From
see
out here.
what the state of it was. I don't want to go in or anything. I was just
Make a perception check.
Wait, this is where did we get to today?
Mirror and
Sons.
Sons.
the warehouse.
Okay. Can we?
15.
You remember that in the explosion that had happened, one of the probably like 2 or 3 of the front right side windows had gotten like blown out. Seemed to be fixed.
Can I? Like, do I see anything if I peer into the windows?
The windows are higher up above you. You'd have to like climb up to be able to see. The building is probably like 15, 20 feet tall.
Oh, I thought there was some.
And the windows were like well above.
Only he had a grappling hook.
Smash the window.
You have your boots too, though.
Yeah, I do have my boots.
Cool. We don't need anything there.
No,
No, we don't.
No,
We
we're still walking. but
Hypothetically.
I'll just
Still
mention
walking.
to the telephone network.
No, we see a laser.
Yeah, yeah.
Follow.
Oh my god.
Last time we were here, it was the Razors operating out of this building. At least Galarin was here. When we left this, and in the wake of that explosion that Galarin set off, several windows were blown out. They appear to be fixed. So I wonder if, if the Razors are apparently no more, perhaps Miralar tried to reclaim the building.
I wouldn't be surprised. He seems maybe stronger now than
Yeah.
ever. He's
Isn't it curious that a building with Miralar's name was being used as a hideout by the Razors?
I think they took over. Actually, wait a minute. We have to go through him, right? When I talk to him, does he hear it?
I have no idea how
I just thought of that right now.
No
It's like
idea.
if I'm talking, like saying things in my head.
So you establish telepathic communication between yourself and others. Perfect. Required infiltration. Let me see. Choose for a number of hours equal to the roll. No, oh yeah, I got to roll dice too. The chosen creatures can speak telepathically with
Okay.
you, and you can telepathically speak.
Oh, then no. So we can actually. So no, that's fine. Just what I just said, you didn't hear, and then what you're saying right now, I don't hear. He's hearing everything.
We also don't need to speak a common language to understand each other.
I would hear everything too.
6 hours.
You would hear him.
I'm still not sure about that.
Thanks, Siri.
Thank you, Siri.
Yes. No, because I can.
Hi.
How do I tell it
You
to
gotta tap
die?
somewhere else on the screen.
Stop listening.
Oh, home
Hey
button?
Siri, why don't you die?
There you go.
I don't think you would hear them. You'd hear him.
No, because anybody within 30 feet.
What are you using?
I've got to.
Awaken mind.
Every message
What
I say
the
now,
heck?
I've got to say
Yeah.
it to each one of them,
Yeah.
and then be like, "Hold on, don't
Yeah.
reply yet." And be like, or I'll say it to you. You can remind me, then I'll say it to you. To Calthea. Tyrant. And then Calthea says this time.
Well, I just find curious that this warehouse was taken by the Razors with the name of Miralar. For such a powerful figure, it's... I can't think Miralar would be amused at this.
Also, don't think you would be oblivious to this happening. He seems like a well-connected man. Also, can relay what time.
Very much so.
I think perhaps Ezekiel's power only stretched so far outside of Ward 3, especially when the Razors were still in some form of power. Now that they may be gone, he might be looking to reach out further into the city, reclaim what he lost.
They were able to. Well, I was gonna say sneak underneath his nose into the climatology building, but now I'm starting to wonder how much he lets happen for his own purpose.
He knows if
He seems like a really well calculated.
Yeah, I would try to read him when we were there discussing this. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to tell. If he was lying, then he was doing a really good job of it.
As we're passing the warehouse, are there any lights, like candlelight, like any kind of movement inside that I can kind of?
The windows were like. Really
I know it's
the only
really
windows
high,
that
but like,
are,
do I
you
see
might be able
shade
to
of lights?
Make
Or
a
something?
perception check.
Can I just walk up the wall to the window?
You can do that. That would work.
Yes, he has the boots.
I'm just gonna peek in now.
Make a stealth check, man.
Perception?
Yeah.
Actually, if I see
16.
you being like, I'm gonna go do this, then I'm gonna give you guidance. If you're like, I'm gonna go peek inside,
That's at least an 18.
you get a D4.
And a
Oh,
D4 on
D4.
that.
That's at least a 19, and then I can roll this if needed. But
Okay. You see like a faint something, maybe like behind the glass, but you're not sure whether it's like a reflection from something outside or whether like what it is. It's really hard to tell from down here because it's like 10 feet, 15 feet above you. As you climb your way up the wall, most of the windows are fairly dust-coated, grime-coated, hard to see through. But the three in the front that are new, that you make your way up to, they're fairly clear. You can see through them. As you look in, you look down, you definitely see like a small like lantern, like a couple of small lanterns that are set up inside. There's people inside. You can make out from here probably half a dozen, maybe 2 dozen people. Or sorry, half a dozen to a dozen people.
for the folks around
6 or
the
24.
lantern, would I see anything that looks like razor bracelets?
Make a perception check.
No.
Got this. You're still
You can do
hashtag blast.
I need.
No,
oh yeah.
it's
Wait.
not blast.
Guidance
It was a
over
guidance
blast.
and it's a one-time check.
Oh.
Nat 20. Oh.
They do not have the reflective, like you would notice in the lantern light bouncing off of their wristbands. You take like a quick look amongst all of them, they don't seem to have it. With a natural 20, you can see that some of them are actually dressed in like similar attire to the men that you saw at the Mushroom Lounge.
Gotcha.
Similar like black, all black leathers. No real sigil or anything like that. Yeah. You also notice huddled off in one of the corners, probably like another 4 or 5 or 6 people that are dressed differently.
Differently how?
Like they're dressed, they're not armored, they're just dressed in like plain clothes, just kind of loitering about in one of the corners, just like.
They're not like held captive though, they're free roaming, whatever.
Hard to tell from this distance.
Okay.
They don't seem to be in cages or chains or anything.
Just
Hard to tell, they're just kind of sitting in the corner. You don't know if they're sitting of their own free will or not.
How many people?
Probably like 5 or 6.
Okay, and then the first batch was like 12 or whatever.
The first batch is like, as you start counting, you kind of lose count. It's also dark inside, so you can't like tell where, like how many like people there are in total. But you gather there's probably 8 or 9.
You can take them right now.
I'm looking around to see if anybody is marveling at the guy walking over wall. Walking up the wall.
It's also dark out.
It is
Perception?
dark. Yeah, make a perception. Yeah.
Waiting for Arkmir to be like, let's fight Ezekiel's men.
Nope.
Oh.
Doesn't see
Alright,
shit.
well,
7.
while I'm up there, I'm gonna communicate all of what I'm seeing here. It doesn't look like the razor blades are here anymore. In fact, I believe Mirror's folks are back in charge. It's another group of people here too that.
Why is Arkmir up there?
Oh shit! I forgot.
Oh.
I was supposed to.
There's another group of folks here that I don't recognize. I don't think we have time to keep digging into this right now.
Calm down, lad. You're calling attention to yourself up there.
Very, very
Can I make my cloak look like the brickwork?
Yes.
And I am coming down. Stop rolling. Stop rolling.
No, you're gaining health because you solved the mural art puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You've been keeping a pretty furtive eye out over both of your shoulders as you've been going up and checking you have your friends checking your blind spots. You're fairly confident that nobody's seen you yet, but the longer you stay up here, the more of a risk there will be.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think we should stay here much longer.
We're not too far from the Black Ox Tavern. I didn't say it.
Black Oaks.
First, there's the
The
iron.
ox. The ox.
The iron.
That's what I'm calling it.
The iron calm.
Yeah.
The black ox. The face filling this up.
I see where the direction of this campaign is going.
You make your way down and start traveling through the streets. Again, the streets start to get a little bit emptier, but there's still always just people loitering about almost everywhere, in every alleyway, mostly minding their own business, just leaning up against the wall, trying to get some sleep. There's people drunk and puking in alleyways. You walk past a few. It's still dark and still fairly unlit. There's just torches and stuff, and it's actually really strange for you, the big one, to be walking through a street in schema without the normal light that you're kind of used to. The only time that you can remember this is when you went into Ward 8.
Yeah.
But in Ward 8 it was also empty at night. Here there are people.
It's weird.
In about another hour or so, you arrive at the Black Ox Tavern. It's a small, narrow building, roughly 3 stories tall. There's an entrance on the side to the apartments upstairs, and then there's the main door up front.
Who's thirsty?
I'm hungry.
Chicken.
Juicy chicken.
I genuinely do not remember the name of the lady who runs this place.
I'm looking for
I
it. I'm
have
looking
it.
for it.
And I cannot find it in my notes. That's what I've been looking for this entire session.
This is Ward 4?
Yes, 4-4.
Lydia?
No, Lydia
It is
was,
Tavern Keep of.
Lydia's the Savvy
Savvy
merchant.
merchant.
Oh yeah,
Savvy
right.
merchant and savvy.
In the Savvy kitchen, or whatever.
Sa-
Tradesman.
Oh right, yeah. Pointed
That's
to.
what
I
it
saw that. Yeah. I remember that now.
Last time you guys were here, there was a union meeting or something happening. And she didn't allow you in, but told you about upstairs. Alistair was here for that. I don't remember what.
Yeah, I just
Can I
wrote,
walk
I just wrote
just-
Black Ox as well.
On the side. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I just wrote Mid-North's apartment is across. The
I don't
house
know.
apartment.
Maybe you might not have actually asked her name,
That's-
which might be
it's
why I'm not finding it.
It's definitely
that is
possible.
genuinely a possibility.
Yeah, I don't have any name. I have. This is the page here. We're already there. I don't have one.
What episode?
9.
Okay, yeah, you don't know her name then. That's fine. That makes it better. Maybe it's just someone else on shift today.
Could be. Could be.
So you arrive at the front of this tall, reddish brick
Time to
building.
get some chicken.
Some juicy chicken.
I don't know if anybody's planning on going to Nipnor, but I'm going inside.
You approach the door, you step inside, and greeting you is a oldish, sort of middle-aged woman.
Women?
Woman.
Okay.
Oh man.
She looks up. She's like cleaning the bar. She looks up. The place is fairly crowded, actually. Most of the tables have people sitting there. Most of them not with any food or drink. To be honest, just kind of like chatting.
Oh, interesting. Excuse me.
Yes. How can I help you?
Yes, we're actually looking to grab some food for the evening and perhaps get a place to stay.
I might be able to get a table for you in maybe 10 minutes.
But that's perfect.
Let me just. Oh, you've been here too long. Get out. She just shouts at one of them.
I'm sorry.
It just like gets up, just waves and like leaves, and almost like stumbling a little out on his way out the door. It was just
Have a
sitting
nice
alone.
evening.
Take that table over there.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
If you want to wait, I can clean it up for a bit.
Nah, it's fine, Ross.
Okay.
We're
he
tired.
says.
We're tired pack of travelers in need of some ale and food.
I've got ale and I've got food.
Perfect.
Do you have beds?
I have some, but
Now, how expensive are they?
Are you allowed to sleep in them?
Yes.
yes.
Perfect.
I love this place.
I like the black
I think there might only be one apartment available. to be
Well,
honest.
that's okay.
We can share.
We
That's what we told the other people. We can share.
typically fit into tight spaces.
I should ask about Nipna if he's here.
Did you say that telepathically?
I said telepathically.
Okay.
Yes, that'll be fine. We
And
fit.
I'll go and grab the keys while the
wonderful.
chef is cooking the meal.
Is
you go.
it chicken?
Get some chicken.
2 for me and 1 for my friend Astra here.
3
other-
chickens.
Chicken?
Can you make them
Chicken.
extra juicy?
Chicken. Maybe bring
extra-
like 10 chickens.
Flavorful.
Juicy.
I don't know if we have that many.
Bring what you can.
Okay.
I'll take the breast.
Before you go, do you know if Nipner is here?
Probably. I haven't seen him in a day or two, but he lives upstairs. So
Oh, that's
probably.
wonderful.
Do you mind if we'll make our way up?
Sure. Yeah, it'll take a little while for all of this chicken to cook. But don't leave the table empty.
I was
I
gonna
just
say,
cleared it out for
I
you
mean,
guys. So
I really want to stay, but it is my device. Perhaps there might be some technical questions. Asher, can you save the seats?
I can
I
stay
can
here.
totally
Right?
save these seatsies.
Oh, I don't want to go alone. I'll screw something up.
Actually, I should probably go. My life.
It might look good with your little head problem.
It probably makes sense for me to stay down if we're connected right now, so we can communicate, like in case anything happens up there or down here.
Sure.
And
You can stay for beer if you want.
looks longingly at his empty pint.
Look out here.
You can
seem to
stay
know
for more
Nipner
beer.
Would you
No,
prefer to go up and
that's
Sure,
fine. I
I
helped
can-
you
I
build
can hang
this.
out down
That's true.
I'll go up.
Yeah, I mean, I think Timon knows him best, but I think Timon's got something else on his mind.
No, I already get up.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you're coming?
Yeah, he's coming.
Oh, you're going.
He already
oh,
drank
okay.
his beer, he said.
Oh,
Yeah.
just to make this talk a little
Yeah.
easier?
Yeah. So the 3 of us will
so
go.
yeah.
who's going upstairs?
Myself, Time, and the Narc.
Yeah.
No.
no, if
They're staying
I
at
was
the
saying
table.
if he knows Nipner best.
Yes.
He's been with him longer, so I was gonna. stay
Oh,
down.
okay.
Yeah.
Then I guess
So the
I'll
3 of us
go up.
go, you 2 stay.
We've got the table. Don't you guys worry.
Order a nail for me.
Just one?
One
That's a
for
good question.
upstairs.
I
and
asked
one
for
down.
both of you.
We got you. Don't worry.
We're like
Exit.
upstairs and like, Arkmir, can you ask them to order me another?
The 3 of you make your way out the front door to the side door. She leads you along the way, and like I'll give you the keys to your
Oh, perfect. We'll drop
your
some
room
things
upstairs
off.
as well. The apartments on the 2nd floor, the ones for overnight, and then the ones on the 3rd floor, are the permanent tenants. Nipnor's is upstairs. I think it's room 303.
Perfect.
Sorry, what's your name again?
You can call me Hyola.
What?
Hyola.
Hyola?
Hyola.
How do you spell that?
H-J-O-L-A.
H-J-O-L-A.
What?
Isn't that just Hola? Ola?
Hyola.
Hyola.
H-J-O-L-A.
That's a great name.
Black Ox.
Blackhawks.
Alright.
She like opens the door. She like looks inside. There's like a small lockbox on the side. She like unlocks it, takes out one of the keys, and it closes it. Gives it to you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much.
You can take room 205.
Too late.
And then, like, if that's all, I'm gonna go back to the bar.
Yes,
You'll
that's been
make
more
your
than
way
helpful.
up.
Thank you.
You're like,
Like there's a stench
steps
coming
out,
from the
walks away, walks back to you see her come back inside. You all make your way upstairs, past the second floor, up onto the third floor, go to room 303, I presume, and
When they're on their way up, I've scanned the room. Is he in the bar?
make a perception check.
Oh, man.
But
Outplayed.
Lola said
19.
Shouldn't see him.
I know, that's a good point.
She doesn't know, though. She's drunk.
He's in a corner with a cloak on.
Yeah.
You look around and you're fairly confident he's not there.
Okay. So that's a long pipe. Do I see anybody else that I recognize with that role?
It's like Aragorn.
As I'm scanning the room.
Alistair?
Not really. I don't think you see anybody that you recognize.
Pastry guy? Not there?
Just comes walking into the room with his
Yeah. I've had these for 2
I think
weeks.
with your perception check and like your natural insight, you gather that most of the people here are probably just like layabouts, just looking for somewhere to hang out before going to like sleep in the streets.
Alright.
Like none of them look like they're well put together. They're all in like various states of like smelling bad. Generally, the entire bar kind of smells pretty bad.
Nice.
To be honest,
Is there a candle
Yeah, I
on
was
your
just
table?
gonna say.
there is a
flame?
candle.
Yes.
At the table.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my pouch and just do a little sprinkle.
On our table.
Yes.
Alright.
Salt,
As you sprinkle the powder onto the candle, it starts to smell like fresh cut grass.
FCG?
A little bit of an Easter egg.
I like it.
Sam, please come
Does
to
it
the
smell
table.
like his sister?
Smells like fresh cut grass.
Okay.
Meanwhile, upstairs
Yeah.
on the third floor, you loud knocking. You just hear a crotchety old voice from the inside. Yeah, who's it?
Nipner!
Oh no!
Open up!
Fine. You hear like a latch going off, and then like a chain hitting the door, and then like 2 other locks. Just like opens the door.
Oh,
Hello!
good evening, Dinkmore. Are we okay?
Come in.
Perfect. Might wanna
Anyone
put some
follow
pants
you?
on. I don't think so. But... Nope.
You enter a fairly small, fairly cramped
Everything's small and cramped.
apartment, so to speak. But what you realize is, like, I think you might have been here before to investigate.
Some
the
people
apartment.
went in. I stayed downstairs.
Yeah,
but
a few of
guys
you
were-
might have gone in before and recognized, like, it's the same-ish place. There's not really much additions made to it.
Love it, what you done with the place.
It's just more locks. Is that...
You do know there are more locks on the door than there were before. That's for sure. I haven't really. I was working on something for like the last week, but then the power started to go off and become unreliable. So, anyways, I assume you all are here for that thing you were working on with Miss Halfstep.
Yes, that's correct.
Wait, did he know?
He was
so.
He
We talked
was with
about
you
it as
when
well.
you went when you took him back to your father's place.
Yeah.
He was there, and you
yeah,
met
and
Miss
she
Halfstep.
was
When
there,
you
yeah.
met her, he was there.
Yeah.
Yes, I do believe we've built it. Hopefully as good as we can anyway.
So what is it again?
Giant thing on his back.
Yeah, it's I don't really have quite a name for it right now. But it is some form of a repulsor cylinder. There's a few more things that, Time and myself put some fun little details to it, but
we need your help to run it.
yes, we need an operator, and I would do it myself, but I'm not quite sure how it works entirely, and our friend Calthier said that you've had some experience with this.
Yes, I've used repulsor cylinders before. It's what I do. What exactly do you need me to do with it, though?
Operate it?
Yes, we need it,
You just want me to set it up somewhere and turn it on?
that, I think so.
No, it's not like you just turn it on and go away.
Well, I don't think he can stay in the storm when it comes by.
No, but
Usually that's... Yeah, you don't leave it.
There is a,
I think I built it remote. I got sent it, but I don't know how to use it.
You can teach us how
so
to
I have,
use it.
I have this remote mechanism. Again, if you could teach me.
Oh, that's interesting. So you want to set this... Let's rewind a little. How
Okay.
much do you know about these devices?
Oh, I know,
I know it almost killed me.
yes, there's that. I know my father's been working on them for a long time, and,
Do you know how to use one? Do you know what it does? So you take it with you
Okay,
when you're out traveling into the Chaoslands,
sure.
and every night you set it up, and it keeps the storms away.
Huh.
Except this time.
We want, okay,
This time you want the storm to come.
yes, we want the storm to,
You don't want to be close to it when it does.
it wants to get sucked into it, I think.
So you want to go into a storm
No, like
this.
set it up perhaps beforehand, have the storm pass over, and then
and
it
wait
goes like,
for a storm to...
We want to capture the energy of the storm.
yes.
That could work.
Oh, I believe so.
So
You're an adventurous chap. I know you can.
It's very
let me
exciting.
tell you how my normal day-to-day job works.
Okay.
I take one of these cylinders that has been charged up at one of the spires.
Okay.
Strap it to my back, go out, and every night we find somewhere away from the storms. We set it up. It keeps us safe for the night.
Well, that's perfect. We need you to do the same thing, except it
For
won't
up
be
to-
charged from a storm or from a tower, and the storm.
So, it could work. How are you going to predict where a storm is going to be?
Well, you're an expert. You seem to know where they need to be protected from.
Just usually at the end of the day, I look up in the sky if there's any black clouds.
Oh, we could do the same thing. We've seen quite a few near the edge of Ward 8. Perhaps we can take it there, just go slightly beyond, get it all set up, the storm comes in, and my device works.
Our.
Oh, sorry, well, he's the genius behind all the metal that you see on it.
No, you're the genius.
No,
I'm just
you're,
the
no,
craft.
honestly, I could not have done it without you.
Yes,
Set it
our
up.
device.
Arkmir was there, I mean,
So you
he
set this up,
supervised.
and you watch it, or you go away or something. And when a storm comes, you turn it on. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't know what that would do.
Well, it can't hurt to try.
For science.
You know what? I'm in.
You son of a bitch! I'm
Really? Well, I thought I'd have to do some convincing, but wonderful.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't had any work, and I've been told to stay here and help you
Didn't say.
Yes.
because of the debt that I owe Miss Halfstep.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Let's just get this over with.
I'm sure that this will go a long way to clearing that debt.
will.
This
It's
is,
a part of me also wants to know whether this will work or not.
this is perfect. This is the first experiment I've ever done on my own. I don't even know if it'll work, and this guy just agreed to join us.
Big one.
What
Oh.
intrigues you about it? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Yeah.
Knocks you on the
about
ribs.
this?
More on the knee.
Make a persuasion check.
What did you ask?
Or an insight check, one of those.
Persuasion.
What are you doing?
I asked him what he, essentially what he was interested in about it.
Mm.
He's already like kind of turned around and started to like pack a bag. Basically.
Oh, yes. We will be leaving probably in the morning.
Oh.
We have a couple places to go to.
Oh, okay.
But when we are ready, I'll definitely be
We're
more than happy to
We're
have
staying downstairs for the evening.
you. Do you know what time it is? It's pretty late.
Yeah, I was about to go to sleep.
Okay, us two.
17.
He turns to you and says, partly it's a crazy idea. I'm a fan of crazy ideas. But I've spent my life running away from these storms. And I think it's time now, as I near the end of my time here. I'm old, even for a gnome.
Oh, you look great. Just realized he was a gnome.
Thought he was a dwarf this whole time.
No.
Oh, so this is a real small place.
I think it's about time that I saw the thing that I've been running scared from for my entire life. Up close.
Oh. Well,
There's something to be found in those storms, lad.
more than we even know, for sure. But I didn't know it would mean this much to you, but we'd definitely be more than happy to have you come with us.
Again, we want you to do this in a way that's
Yes,
safe.
we don't want to put you in any danger, so I must make it clear that the device got set up, you are clear.
We think that there's the biggest potential for this is in Ward 8. We've seen the storms cross the
Well, that's good.
The
We're just
ring.
starting to get a little bit more law in it. The cog are there now. It should be safer to go to.
that ring that surrounds the city. Forgot the name, but
The
we've
Riften ring.
that one. We've seen the storms come into the city in Ward 8.
Heard something happened in Ward 8.
Yes,
Something. So perhaps you can follow us there, and then we can try it.
You want me to travel with you or make my way there on my own and meet up?
To what?
Him going alone.
oh, no, we would like you to, if you're okay with it,
Come
tag
on
along
with
with
us.
us.
I can do that. I can pack my
Perfect.
bags tonight. And
Yes, we'll be
Alright.
leaving. Like I said, we have a few stops along the way, but we'd be more than happy to have you tag along. I know Timon is very fond of you.
okay.
Well,
that
he enjoys a drink or two, and they give him like an overly strong slap on the back.
will that annoying girl who asked all the questions be there?
I don't know who are you referring to.
She keeps asking me questions upon questions upon questions about everything.
Be
Who's you
patient with
referring to?
Astra.
Astra?
She is.
Well, I'll have you know she's one
She's
of my
a very
best friends.
curious lass. Very curious.
She can read all writing.
I guess
Can I
I'll
still
put
talk
up
to you?
with her.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have.
You would have to, I assume you're not within 30 feet, so you would have to initiate it.
Depends if it's straight up, but I don't think it is.
Are you within
Probably
30 feet?
not.
Do I need line of sight?
I think I have to see you actually.
Yeah. I'll just talk to Caitlyn. I'm talking about
So yeah,
Astra.
but please gather whatever you might need. We have lots of apples, and we typically stop for drinks and some food. But get some sleep, and I guess we'll see you in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
Well, this is wonderful.
It's good to see you, Lan. You've been keeping up okay? Ever since, you know,
alright.
the incident with the ogres and...
Mostly just stayed in here. I don't get He'll let us end up food.
Are you recovered? You took quite the beating that day.
Yeah, I'm fine. It was rough.
How many teeth he has on his mouth?
Like, there's still 2 or 3 missing. For sure.
Nipner, sorry.
Go ahead.
I just have some questions I'd
Sure.
like to ask Nipner. Hope you don't mind. I know we haven't had a chance to get to know each other.
Yes, you were. What was your name again? You're the big one. I've heard of you.
Arkmir Croft. Nice to meet
Arkmir,
you.
nice to meet you.
Sorry, just put her talking. Is Nipner, is he kind of like a craftsman anyway, or just like a mechanic, or is
He
that
is an engineer.
He's like an engineer. He's not quite an artificer. Like, he doesn't
Yeah.
make things. He's more of like an operator.
Operator. and
Gotcha.
stuff.
He's trained in using.
He's
magical
good with
devices.
machines.
This might be a bit of a long shot, Nipner, but I'm just curious. Did the name Deldrock or Hezerick mean anything to you?
I think when I was in that warehouse held captive, that smarmy blonde-haired guy with the eye patch.
Yes.
I think he mentioned the name Hezerick.
Okay.
He said something about how he was full of ambition, but not to be trusted. Always wanting to one-up him.
Gallagher said this about Hezerick?
Yeah.
Thank you. This helps.
Anytime.
I'm gonna try and send a message to Astra saying, "Is the chicken ready?"
You're gonna try?
Meanwhile, downstairs, is there anything you two want to do while waiting at this table?
I wonder if Nip knows that.
Do you think so?
I don't know.
Maybe. I wonder how he's been doing. I should ask him. I wonder what he's been doing all this time. If he's read any good books, if he's tried the chicken. Do you think he's had the good ale? Like, what is the best ale here? I wonder what his favorite color is. I can't wait to see him again. I have so many questions to ask him. I can't wait to catch up.
I'm sure he'll be happy to answer all of those.
Astra, what's Hoku do?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, we've been like suffocating.
Yeah,
He's
he's,
No.
he's still in that dress, dying.
Oh, with the other birds.
Yeah.
No. Like, I've been here
Limping
before, so like I would know if he's like kind of like accepted amongst these types of people.
He's a pseudo dragon. He's unique anywhere he goes.
Okay, I'm gonna say he's on the
But so is the
table.
giant robot dog.
I'm gonna.
Well,
Not in schema.
yeah, that's true.
Robot dog?
Maybe some parts, but not
Yeah.
not in schema.
It's a little robot.
He's
So is the pale elf sitting across from
Yeah.
you.
okay.
Black eyes.
Hoku is sitting on the table, smelling the candle. It smells like fresh cut grass.
Wobbling, smelling. And all of a sudden his head snaps to the side.
Oh shit.
To the
Buddy.
wall
Ah, buddy's back.
across from you.
Imaginary.
And you hear faint knocking on the wall.
Did I hear it?
Oh my god. I'll be right back. And I run to the wall.
I don't know why I mentioned
So you're sitting
I was
at
just
the
gonna say,
table,
isn't it just-
beside you. It's literally the wall
You're
right
here, you're
beside you.
Okay.
Yeah, like Hoku's
I-
here, and he goes and looks, and you're like,
Okay, I pivot in my chair towards the wall. What does the knocking say?
It translates loosely to "Hello, Astra."
this motherfucking
Why didn't you let me out
lord.
yet,
Yeah,
Astra?
yeah. I want to come play Astra.
Is it worth like
Can't wait until she unlocks another Lich Queen after us.
I'm gonna knock back. My friends don't think you're real, but I keep telling them that you are.
You just see Astra knocking.
She knocks
on
once.
the wall
That's what it says.
in a rhythmic pattern.
Yep, I'm writing down. Last time she did this, I wrote down all the knocks she did, and I did it again. I'm trying to create a decipher for knocking.
Genius.
Oh man.
You're learning Morse code.
I wonder if she's doing it. She made it up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
it's not Morse
necessarily
code.
Morse code.
No.
It's our own.
But the problem
language.
is, like, I've written down the knocks, and then I have to go off of what she says she was saying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then try to figure out how that works.
It doesn't
But I'm
always
trying.
translate.
I'm trying
You
to
see that?
I'm just see this now.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I drew the picture too.
What's wrong with her one nipple?
No, it's the look at the picture.
The candle holder.
It's the candle holder. Yeah.
Make a.
Oh, it's a candle.
Yeah.
This is weird. Make an intelligence check.
Fuck. Just intelligence.
Or do an investigation, but with intelligence as the backing stat instead of wisdom.
Why does it say
Investigation is intelligence.
Mr.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Drew,
Then do
Mr.
it-
Drew
then do
Croft
it.
and Mrs. Drew? Should it say Mrs. Arkmir Croft? and
24.
No, because they're married, so she becomes Mrs.
Yeah,
No,
it'll take-
damn
Because
it.
he's Mr.
It'll
Not
take,
yet.
It'll take a lot of time.
That's fine. That's fine.
No,
I keep
Miss,
doing it.
Mrs.
Yeah.
I haven't figured. I don't have enough
They're
yet.
both missing.
Yeah.
I don't have enough.
Yeah.
God damn, the
Mrs.
DC is
Drew
probably 25.
And also
much did you roll?
Mrs. Drew Cup, she just
24.
wrote it over.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't have enough room.
she wrote.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
guided
she
your
didn't have enough room now.
What's that?
I don't think it guided your fault.
But I wasn't like, yeah.
It's also a longer term thing.
Yeah.
This will make the DC lower for future attacks, basically.
And ever and ever.
It all started.
You, Astra, you hear knocking back on the wall.
I'll start with the
Actually,
dagger.
no, yeah.
Then I lit her up.
Oh, I'm real.
She's dead.
As real as any of them and you.
Oh, now he's getting evil.
I know that. They're asking for a name. I told them that you're the boy on the other side of the wall. It's what we've always gone by.
You can call me.
Yeah.
I think that name works.
This motherfucker's
That's
so
what I told
goddamn evil.
How are you?
It's been interesting. Things are changing from what I'm used to. I'm glad you left.
Yeah, some friend.
Different at the tower?
Different. Years to. You're going to be coming to it soon.
What the fuck?
A choice that you'll have to make. Just remember, there's no wrong choice, just a choice.
Are we in danger?
No. Not yet.
It's probably just like chicken breast or wing.
White meat or dark meat?
Yeah.
Oh, the choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Buffalo sauce.
Is my main
Barbecue.
task still to repair, put all the shards together, and replace it into the storm, and then we can meet in person, right?
That's a choice.
Do both options to my choices result in me getting to meet you finally?
Oh, we'll meet. We'll meet.
Okay.
This is how Calamity started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's running.
You trust me, right?
You're so pretty.
Am I on the right track?
Yes. Yes. You and all of your friends are on the right track.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hoku kind of like, you see Hoku walking up to the wall and kind of like nuzzling against it, like scratching his neck. You almost see like he has like spikes or something along the back of his head. You see them faintly ripple and like rustle, as though he was being petted.
Sounds like hyperesthesia.
Science.
Science.
Aw.
I've watched too much Critical Role. It's just not good.
Yeah, that's one thing.
How dare you?
Can't wait to kill him.
Grows into a dragon.
Yeah.
So far, things are going as they should be. You're doing a great job, Ash. Keep it up.
Thank you.
But things are also changing. Just make sure to stay on the path and make the choice that you need to.
If I stray off the path, will you warn me?
No,
Mhm.
I can't help with that because it's your choice at the end of the day. There's no wrong choice, remember?
There's no wrong choice.
The knocking stops.
What did he say?
He says, "We're doing great. Keep doing what we're doing."
I'll never figure out the cipher.
What were you saying?
I was like, "Hey, how's it going? What's up?"
Is she lying to me?
Make a deception check.
I mean, that's basically.
I'm
I'm
wondering.
not totally just like I'm not just.
Yeah.
You were asking really specific questions about what you're looking
No,
to do.
but-
I'm
It was a
wondering if you're
long- it was a
intentionally
lot of
not
knocking.
telling me that
Okay,
stuff.
no, like
It was a lot of knocking.
Yeah, you did a lot. You didn't just
Like,
say,
yeah,
"Hey,
it was like
what's
that.
up?" You were like the whole time.
yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
straight
Like,
up.
I'm just trying to figure out if you are intentionally not telling me all the questions you just asked him. If you're trying to just be like, "Oh, like
It
I'm
was
aloof,
casual,
I'm just like casual,
yeah.
like hey, what's up?" If you're trying to keep that from me, I'm trying to read that from you.
Make a deception check, and you can make an insight check.
Oh, he didn't roll that great.
17.
12.
Like, it is immediately obvious that there was a lot of knocking, and it was a long conversation, and she's, like, obviously being, like, paraphrasing it.
That,
But
yeah.
you don't know for sure whether she
Yeah,
was,
not
like,
lying, just
intentionally,
Yeah.
like,
Choosing not to
I'm just
tell.
being asked. Well, no, not that
like,
I'm not.
it might have
choosing
just
to.
be, like, her language might be such a long, convoluted way to say one word.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Well, that's, I was about
you
to,
don't know that.
I was
for
about
sure.
to ask that.
Hey.
Does
You
it,
do-
Like you
can't
could have
tell
shortened
that
that in
she's
your time in the
paraphrasing it.
tower, Astra. This works for
Yeah.
hey.
does it take that long to communicate those simple words?
I mean, like that's kind of the gist of it. It's just checking in how he's doing. He was saying that we're doing great. Keep doing what we're doing. We'll get to meet real soon. So excited for that part.
Did you ask about a name? The others were asking about that.
I did, and he said the same thing I've been telling you guys. The boy on the other side of the wall.
It's a weird name.
That's what he goes by. That's what he prefers. I don't know. Kelther can be a weird name too if you.
Yeah, we come downstairs and you're just fighting. He's stabbed you in the stomach with his blade.
Before we head down, though, I'm gonna relay everything that has kind of gone upstairs, at least with the conversation with Nipner. Yeah.
Yeah.
And well,
Yeah, knock knock.
and even the brief comment about Hezarek is like, is there anything that you'd like to follow with Nipner? If not now, it seems like he'll be traveling with us, so we'll have an opportunity then.
I'll relay to you.
Boy.
Just that Nipno was upstairs. They were talking to him. Apparently, he's going to be joining us.
Oh boy.
I have so much to catch up with him.
As you all come downstairs and have your meal, have your dinner.
I've ordered like 6 ales for time end.
There's a lot of ale.
They just keep coming to the table.
Ales are very, very common. The chicken, there's not enough for all of you to like dine on as heavily as you would like.
So Timon
There
was
definitely
sleeping
is not
at
as
full
much
stomach.
food
That's
here.
okay.
Oh, ale.
You spend the nights, evening relaxing here before going upstairs to your bed. As you all are making your way up, Ashra, you're the last one to leave, and you hear a faint bit of knocking on the table just as you leave.
On the table?
Yeah.
What? What is it?
You hear a phrase. It says, You can call me Hester.
Hester?
Hester. But you're the only one who notices that.
I'm not writing it down.
I'm just writing it
And
down.
that is where we will end tonight's session.
God damn it.
Oh, man.
This is definitely the fucking big bad evil guy.
He is not.
He 100%
So
is.
I
I
was
love it.
trying
It's gonna be
to,
so
like,
good.
just
I
make
can't
it
wait till you
laughter.
realize it.
when you guys were having a conversation, because I just imagined. So there's a bar of drunk people plus like whatever. Hyola.
Yes.
Who, if they looked over at the table, would see a tiefling knocking on the wall and me
you're like-
staring at her, just writing stuff down. I'm not talking about anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe it's normal in a bar.
Yeah, she's
Maybe.
probably seen some weird shit too.
Oh, is
Alright,
it?
well,
Oh, good.
Alright.
that is it for tonight's session.
was a good
Thank
one.
you everyone for joining us, and see you next time in the op.
Bye.
Bye.